I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, ack.
Enter, brother.
That's right. Come on in. My goodness gracious. With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4,
not 5.
Thank you, LeBron.
Not 6.
No
not
matter
7.
how you
I really
listen
mean it.
in. Fox Sports Radio. FoxSportsRadio.com. The iHeartRadio app. SiriusXM Channel 83. And now, of course, live on YouTube.
Wow.
And I know a lot of people on YouTube saying, why is Rob wearing a white sweater? Is it because of the snow back east?
Was it in honor of?
You know what I mean? Like I got on my white BBWAA sweater.
Hurry him get to that.
You know that?
I know he's going, Rob
Yeah.
G with the BBW, Mary.
BBWAA.
Sound like Drake.
Okay.
Hello.
Would you guys stop?
You like Houston?
Stop it.
What do you feel about
I
Houston?
didn't know where he was going.
But it's not that. I'm
What
wearing
is it?
white because I hate to say it. Feels like summer out here. It's like
Well,
80
don't
degrees
yeah.
today. No, I'm
Yeah.
just.
I'm sorry, the rest of the country.
Doesn't it feel like?
Well, it's the beginning, Rob.
Dude, it's so hot today. I'm not even kidding you. It's so hot.
That's because I'm
so
stepping out in these streets, you know what I mean?
There you go.
We're getting
All
up
right.
in the 80s, by the way, the rest of this week.
Crazy. Can you
Yeah.
spell it out for the next 5 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
all
you can
right.
see here, today was around 76,
All right,
depending on
all
your side of
right,
town.
all right.
82 and 3 and 4 and 5 on the rest of the week.
There you go. All right. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the Odd Couple on this Magic City Monday.
Oh.
That's right. And you'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet.
Ricky's girlfriend.
Repeat that one more time.
Ricky's.
Actually, we got it recorded. We'll
Yeah.
play that back.
Yeah.
We got what recorded?
Ricky's
What you just
girlfriend.
Ben Maller. Would y'all stop?
You gonna ask someone for a cake, Rob G. Then you gonna tell us to stop.
Write it down.
Yo,
Commit it to
stop.
memory. 877-99 on Fox.
Oh,
For you laymen out there, 877-996-6369 who can't do letters and numbers and that whole thing. That's right. And if you get
not trigonometry.
feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say, guess what?
What's that?
Tough.
Station.
And with all that said, always remember.
Sweetie beady. My director right there. I had to follow Miss Mary
Okay,
Matt.
there you go. All right, let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is
Kelvin Washington. What up? Magic City Monday. We back in the building. I got some energy. I don't know how. I'm ready to do it.
You were off all weekend. What do you mean you got energy? What'd you do?
See, Rob G, tell him, Rob G. He ain't got no kids.
I don't have kids.
You ain't got no kids. The fact that, hey, look, I got a haircut. Hey, look at me. I'm out in these streets. I can't do that. Well, I got a haircut. But that is not the point. The point is I'm running around, kids, birthday parties, the whole thing.
Tell
You
those
know
kids
that.
to sit down. Sit down.
But now, that's the only time you come over so you can do that. Be be me,
Right.
Uncle Mean Rob.
Uncle Me, he's mean.
Mean
Sit
old
down.
Uncle Rob over here.
Sit down somewhere.
somewhere.
That's right.
Ooh, I got all women in the house too, Roger. He would get the sash you would get.
I know.
They would
be
hit you
too
with
much.
the beatbox. Like Jamie Foxx said. No, good weekend, man. Good weekend. Got to enjoy some me time along with, like I said, Saturday running around, got spend time with family, friends at a little birthday party. Shout out to my little nephew, Julian. Good time, man.
Awesome.
What you into?
Nothing. Just chilled out, relaxed.
Those are the best.
On my way to Syracuse.
Oh, yeah.
New York. tonight, and then looking forward to speaking to the NABJ chapter.
Make sure you have
Syracuse.
Alex bring all the greatest hits to you. Just the outrageous stuff. So you can have the kids in there.
They can't believe it. Yes, and then
you can get away with saying that.
I'll be speaking to Newhouse on
Can you bring me back something?
Wednesday.
Please? Bring me back something.
I don't.
What is Syracuse known
She
for?
wants me to bring her back a 22-year-old. I can't. Do
I
that.
didn't even say all of that. I was actually gonna say bring back a magnet. But
All right, Syracuse magnet. We could do that. All right.
Thank you.
Magnet, keychain or something.
Yes. All right. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Rob G is our producer. Elijah, it's good to see you. We haven't seen you in a little bit.
Never heard of him.
That's right. Elijah, our social media guru.
Who?
Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program.
Hey, Steve.
And, of course, Mary.
Why you bugging?
And we do want to say a sad farewell to one of our favorites. Bree is leaving Fox Sports Radio.
Allegedly.
She's leaving.
She's still here. It's okay.
Monty just bought us some good, you saw that food out there?
I didn't see the food out there.
Yeah.
Okay, Monty. Was there an animal's face on it?
No.
No.
Vegan
and vegetarian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Something
good
like
food.
that.
So-
Shout out to Bree. It's been a blast knowing her for a couple years. She's awesome. She's a very, very sweet person. Wishing her all the best in her next endeavor. She will be perfectly fine, doing amazing things.
Absolutely. I think it takes a lot of courage to make a move. It's easy to just stick around. I think it's harder to move.
Oh, you want to preach on this here Monday?
Well, but I'm just saying, as someone who's moved around and left jobs and situations for bigger and better, I think it's great. All right.
Why you look at Rob G like that?
No, I'm just saying.
I can't wait to do that.
He looked at you, Rob G, like,
No,
it's been time.
No,
Time for you
Rob
to go.
G, right?
Thought it was Worship Wednesday
I
right
know.
now. You was preaching.
It's
Go
all
ahead,
right.
Rob. Give it to
No,
him, Rob.
But I'm just saying, Rob G.
Sometimes
it's hard.
you got to
for-
leave.
Yeah, it's hard for people to leave. You know what I mean? It is. Even if the situation ain't exactly what you want, it's hard to leave.
You know what that's called?
What?
Stepping out on faith. Sometimes you got to do it. Mary, I'm sorry. Me
You
and
know, like sometimes you're like, okay, you know, I'm leaving out of this marriage and I'm just going to try something else.
It's not where we
Nah,
thought
it
we were
ain't-
going
it
with
ain't
that.
even all that, bro.
That's not where we thought we were going with
apples
that.
to oranges, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
That's not where because usually with that, it's the opposite. You
Yeah,
want to
all
stay
right,
in there
Rob,
and fight
yes.
and mend this thing.
Okay, Rob G, can you help?
Well, speaking of fighting and mending this thing,
Ooh,
we got a fight coming back
Okay, Rob G.
to mend what went wrong in 2011. That's right, Floyd Money Mayweather, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, the rematch. Only like a decade after the first one, but we're
Don't worry
excited
about
to
it. It's
see it
semantics.
because I don't know about y'all, but sources close to the situation knew this was coming down the pike for a hot second. Me and Kelvin felt real knowledgeable.
I never wanted to be like a snitch and be like, ooh, we knew.
But yes, it was announced today that Floyd versus Manny, the rematch, will take place September 19th, 2026 at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Stream live in living color only on Netflix. And Rob, I could tell by looking at you, you are so
Thrilled.
excited
I
about
just
it.
threw up in my mouth. And I'm going to
Thrilled.
say this to you. From the first one,
Okay.
it was the first time in American history that a black man gave a white man welfare, because that's what that was. That was a welfare payment in that.
The first
Seriously,
version of it?
yeah, like there was no way that Pacquiao deserved that. Do you know what I mean? Like that was just awful. And I'm not interested in this as well. I hate to be the old man on the get off my lawn guy, but I covered boxing for the Detroit Free Press. I was in Vegas all the time, fights, all that. No. Do we want to see this again?
Here's the problem, Rob.
I don't want to see
I
it.
know you know this
Step
is one of the few
away
times.
from the counter.
This is the few times we are the even couple, not the odd couple. Because dang it, we agree on this stuff. But here's the problem: they pulled the okie doke on us. This is why Floyd, Rob G, is a business genius. He pulled the okie doke on us. How, you say? I'll tell you how. He sets up the one with Mike Tyson. So we go, bah humbug. I don't want to see this. Mike Tyson's literally 60. This is boo. Here we go again. This is trash. And then he gets you just enough of the appetite for real boxing, and you can convince yourself he's still in his 40s. Granted, he's 49 tomorrow. You know, Pacquiao just fought, what was it, Rob G, 3 months ago maybe? Pacquiao 6 months ago? I think he fought semi-recently. So you can just trick yourself enough to go, well, this is real boxing light. This is real boxing-ish. And you can get close enough to this because you're tired of the Jake Paul and the whomevers. You're tired of the Floyd and the Tysons.
I'm going to stop you.
You know I don't want to see this stuff, but this is how they get. This is good enough that people will want to see this.
No, it's not.
People want to see this one.
There's nothing here. You know, Alex, don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain because all this is there's nothing going on in boxing.
Agreed.
We could give them anything, any garbage. They have no regard for the boxing fan. They just know that people have nothing to do, and they're looking for a Friday night or whatever night it is to have a reason to have people over or do something. People try to talk themselves into it with the Tyson fight. Mm-hmm. I told you and Rob G from day one, didn't I? Yep. This is going to be awful, terrible. Oh, no, I've seen him on IG. You see he's in shape. He the best-looking 60-year-old. You see
he
him.
Was, though.
He look all right.
He didn't fight. That's why he's biting his gloves. I forgot the contract.
No, he just he just was like, this is a holdup. He should have had on a mask and a gun when he picked up his purse.
Instead, he had on a thong.
And we didn't want to see that.
I didn't sign up for that.
Be racist.
I'm sorry. I just stop it already. Can you do me a favor? I'm talking about the general public.
Uh-huh.
Can you just stop? You can make this stuff go away. Stop. Don't be involved in this. Do not have parties with your friends. Do not go to this. Do not buy tickets. Stop it.
They're going to this one, Rob.
Just stop.
Rob, they going to this one.
It's ridiculous.
I'm with you. You know I've set up here. Who was I with that day? Was it Ephraim last week, Rob G? I pounded the daggone table last week. Sick of this. Tyson and Floyd. First of all, Floyd doesn't fight anybody anymore. Tyson biting his gloves. He can't fight anybody. He won't let his hands go. So what are we doing here? It's going to be an argument about, hey, what AARP account do you have? This senior citizen battle? The challenge is, Rob, we're going to come off the Tyson. You go, oh, that was whack. That was boring. Then you're going to see Pacquiao and Floyd. You go, oh, here go a real fight again. Here's the rematch we wanted a literal decade ago. And people are going to watch. And the other trouble with this is the star boxers, Stewart, Tank, Garcia, if you want to throw him in there, the handful of these guys, they draw, but not aside from Canelo. Canelo's been Canelo. They draw, but not like the numbers, the same type of boxer their predecessors would have got. Bud Crawford might be the best boxer the last 20 years, aside from, Floyd. If you want to go post-Floyd, Canelo could be right there as well. Nobody watches. Most of his fights are free on ESPN and stuff, and he's been a tactician and a great. So that's the problem, is that real boxers don't draw like that. And I wish they did, because I love the sport. I'd rather see that.
But whether that draws or not, this shouldn't draw. Just because you know the names, stop it already. It's just like the movie business. Fast and Furious 92. They just keep making the same movie, and because people have name recognition, I'll go watch that one. Dude, the last 4 were bad, right? And you're still going. I remember when they had Jaws 4. It drove me crazy.
Somebody got to break his jaw at this point.
Jaws 4? Really?
The
Odd Couple's different. This is different.
No, they did say they're sick at 3.5.
This is different.
They said it's your last straw. This your last straw.
What are you
if and when I leave, they said this your last straw.
What are you talking about?
They don't want the Odd Couple. Look, they're in there.
Rob G.
They don't want Odd Couple
Rob G,
11.
I can't stand you. I'm going to just tell you straight up. Because
this guy has done this. This guy has done this. But together, they are the Odd Couple. Squeedy, dee beady.
What are you talking about? It's no Odd Couple 11. It's been 2 shows.
This is number 4
this
only.
Is 4.
What are you talking about?
You can do at least 6 before it's bad.
There's 2 shows.
You can't.
There's been 3.
No, but it's the same show. It's just a different product.
Expendables 29 is the same. Fast and Furious 48.
I'm always the same. I haven't left.
Always the same.
I'm the same. I've been here all 3 shows.
I'm the same as funny. I'm just telling you, that's what the street said. The street said, well, Rob, if this is how we doing it, you can't have another Odd Couple if Dub leaves. Then that's what the street said, man. I'm just here to report. I am an anchor and a reporter.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Are you in on this Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch? I mean, really. It is the Odd Couple.
You're going to be there eating wings.
I will not be there. Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington, that's right. We
please.
deliver insight, not just noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio, and you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Unless you want an odd couple 12 in the U.S. of A.
Hey, let me tell you about this. You're trying to get your money straight. You're ready to tackle your financial goals. With Webull, you don't have to sit on the sidelines. Whether you're a rookie or a pro, Webull puts you in the game with tools that help you make the moves you want. Trade stocks, options, and ETFs, or play the long game with cash management and retirement accounts all on one platform. Webull's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data so you can read the defense, adjust your strategy, and stay in control. And now, meet Vega, your personal AI market assistant. You can ask questions like, analyze my watch list, or what's the outlook for this stock? And then you can get real-time stock analysis, volatility insights, and fundamentals that turn complex signals into plain old English. Want a wider view of the field? Use Portfolio X-Ray to spot trends, manage risk, and optimize the performance of your portfolio. So stop punting your financial future. Join Webull's community to discuss markets, trending topics, and ideas with fellow investors. So download the Webull app today on mobile or desktop, Webull, or visit Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
We are Fox Sports.
Because according to Joe Lacob, Draymond Green is a core person in the Warriors franchise. And according to Joe Lacob, you don't just trade away a Draymond Green simply or easily. You do it if you have to, if you think you're getting a tremendous value. But long story short, Draymond means too much to this organization for us to just flippantly include him in any kind of trade talk.
Yeah. You want to go first on this?
Well, yeah, I'll just say it doesn't surprise me. Kind of with something you were alluding to, they have made all concessions for Draymond. Draymond has been the guy who's said things, who's walked off of benches, who's punched people, who's had to apologize left and right. But I think they're okay with that. They have made up in their minds that while Steph Curry sells jerseys, he sells popcorn, people come to see him, they know inside and out how vital Draymond is for that organization. And I think when you look at a guy like Steve Kerr, who played with the Bulls, who's from the 90s era, who got socked by Michael Jordan, I think he maybe has a mindset, Rob, of a little sock ain't nothing to it. You know, a little punch here and there. Hey, Michael Jordan punched me, I punched him back, and I earned his respect. And I think they have just made up their minds that he is kind of that lifeline for them. Steph's our best player. He gets our offense to go. He's the sexiest player. People buy tickets for him. But Draymond is what gets us going. Draymond is the guy in the locker room when something needs to be said, we'll say it. We talk about it all the time. Why wouldn't Steph Curry speak to Draymond, step up? Why wouldn't he challenge him? Why wouldn't he speak to this thing, this situation? That's just not his makeup. And I think they've realized they need that type of guy. Whether Kelvin Washington likes it, Rob Parker likes it, they feel like in their locker room, he's their guy. And I also believe Steve Kerr being coached up under Popovich and specifically Phil Jackson, where Phil Jackson would say, hey, everybody's a little different. I'm going to have to treat Shaq a little different than I treat Kobe. I'm going to have to treat Dennis Rodman different than I treat Pippen or Jordan. Rodman, I'm going to let you go to Vegas for a few weeks. I would never let somebody else do that. But go ahead and have you a few hours, few days in Vegas because I know what you mean to this team. I know how vital you are. We're going to need you. So I think he comes from that school of thought. But they have locked in with Draymond. We've seen instances where you would think a coach would yell back at him, would suspend him, would fire, well, not fire, but, release him. And they haven't. And I think they've realized they've locked in. And he's the guy that, wrong or right, within our locker rooms, within the confines of this team, he is absolutely our leader. He's our best defender. He's the engine that gets us going. And I think they've just signed their name in blood with Draymond.
I couldn't disagree more. And I think the reason that we'll never look at the Warriors in the fashion that we should have looked at them will be because of Draymond Green and actually the damage that he's done. You could have all the Draymond Greens you want without Steph Curry you're not winning the championships or Kevin Durant. I don't care what he does, the dirty work and yelling at people in the club locker room. That all sounds good when you got a couple superstars knocking down threes from all over the court. He single-handedly cost the Warriors 3 championships. I don't care what anybody says. Getting suspended for that Game 5, right? That probably, if he plays in that game, that was when they were up 3-1. And the Warriors have on their record the biggest choke in NBA history. No team in NBA history had ever choked down a 3-1 lead. Thank you, Draymond Green. And after they lost, they begged Kevin Durant to show up in the Bay Area to rescue them. And guess what Kevin Durant did? He came and he rescued them. And he won 2 championships. He wasn't on the bus like Draymond Green. He was driving the damn bus and won 2 Finals MVPs and was the best player without question. He took Steph's lunch money and his team when he showed up in the Bay Area. I don't care what you say. Oh, Steph was, acquiescent to KD and all that. No. If you're that guy, I don't care who shows up. I'm always going to be that guy. No matter. I can have complimentary.
KD was the best player on the team.
He was the best player. Everybody knows it. And then he calls him the B word on national television and says to the guy, we won without you, we don't need you, and all that kind of stuff. And then they go and win another championship without KD. And guess who's the young guy who was supposed to be a part of the second wave with the veterans and the young players that they had drafted, and they were going to have this continued run and maybe be the San Antonio Spurs and have a 20-year window, right? And he sucker punches Jordan Poole.
Snap. Here we go. Fox Sports Radio, The Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday.
And this is the original Odd Couple here on Fox Sports Radio. Do not listen to Rob G. What hate. Unbelievable hate.
The only problem is
nobody knows that there was another Odd Couple show except for Rob G.
Except for our wonderful caller who called in. Hey, man, long-time listener, first-time caller, man. I got to tell you, I used to listen with you and Brew, but Kevin, I'll tell you, man. Kevin, you're doing – hey, don't forget that L. Don't forget it's Kelvin. We got, of course, YouTube, as you mentioned earlier, Rob, we're up there on YouTube. Search Odd Couple FSR, Odd Couple FSR. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Shout out to the YouTubians and the Odd Mob. We'll read comments throughout the show.
They're probably mad that I talked about how hot it is out here.
Yeah, they probably don't want to hear that right now. With another massive historic storm coming to the East Coast.
When?
Now.
Literally now.
Yeah.
Oh.
We took a live shot from the statue. Who knew the Statue of Liberty had a selfie camera? Like she's holding it right on the torch.
When they put that in?
No, it's true story. So we started dying on TV earlier this morning. But she's just like holding like a selfie. And so all you see is just snow everywhere and wind blowing. So the East Coast, stay warm.
It's supposed to get like 18 inches. Even I think a little bit more, closer to like 30 inches.
Yeah, crazy
snow.
out there.
I don't know about that. 30, really?
No, it's going down. Another historic level. Yeah, and then you over here, oh, it's beautiful sunshine.
I'm going to Syracuse. They
trees.
said 2 inches. One or 2 inches.
Good luck, brother. It's worse than that.
No, it's not in Syracuse. I just talked to them. They said 1 or 2 inches.
All right, just make sure, stay updated. Stuff does change.
All right, Rob G.
I already know.
And we
what
got
is this? Because you're giggling right now, Rob G.
on Fox.
Here I am about to congratulate you, by the way.
We'll get to your calls in a second.
I already know.
But the Odd Mob is in full effect per the usual. Anytime we get
I already
topic
know
like
this is about.
But I don't even know what could it be?
Like some of it's like, hey, if we're gonna do this fight, I'd rather watch Rob Parker versus Jason Whitlock.
Okay.
And they call it a celebrity death match.
I got the money
which means
on you.
one of y'all got to go. There's no coming back from this.
Okay.
Well, what's your joke about Andy Reid and people like
pork chop away. That's what I would. The pregame meal would be pork chops, and I would win. I'm just saying.
And then this is the one that really took me. It has nothing to do with the topic. I got to get it on the air though. Boss Enjoyer says Kelvin been putting the L in Kevin since 1987.
That was a good. Who was that?
Boss Enjoyer.
Boss, whatever. Boss somebody. Boss up. That was a good one.
All I know is with that name, you tired your whole life saying it's Kelvin.
No, it's actually the opposite.
Right?
It's the opposite, or not the opposite, but not that. It's Calvin. That's more the
what
people just say Calvin, not Kelvin.
Right.
So
like
it's less Kevin. But I mean, Kevin happens, of course, but it's Calvin. A lot of people, Calvin.
Like Calvin.
Correct.
So that's what they say.
Yes. So you get a lot of, and then it's funny. The closest people to me, lackadaisically, will say that, but they would never say it to you. Like, meaning, if I'm there, they're like, Cal, come here, Calvin. But if they refer to you, hey, Rob, you work with Kelvin, it's a weird thing. But yeah, that. All the Calvin and Hobbes joke when I was a kid, Calvin Klein, all the Calvins, yeah. Remember the McDonald's commercials? Calvin got a job. And then I had the nerve to work at McDonald's.
And then you worked at McDonald's.
Can you believe that, Mary? I worked at McDonald's when Calvin had a job. Boy, I tell you.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Are you in on this ridiculous Pacquiao Mayweather fight?
You'll be there eating wings
Please.
and flats, lemon pepper flats.
Justin in New Mexico. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Justin?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing great. What's up, buddy?
All right. Shout out to the whole crew, man. Yeah, man, I'd rather watch paint dry. I think I told Rob G that, man. I'm like, I'm not spending my hard-earned money on this. This is bull.
Let me ask you this, though. This is what I was telling Rob.
Mm-hmm.
I think where they're tricking people is they're not making you pay $69, $89, $99. I get you on that.
Yeah, but they want
it's
you
on
if you
Netflix.
Yeah, but if you don't have Netflix,
Who don't have Netflix?
I don't have Netflix.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Mary, hit me with the breaking news. You don't have Netflix?
I don't have Netflix. A lot of people don't have.
No, a lot of people don't
I don't have
Netflix
Netflix either. So
Thank
I'm not
you.
gonna
Well,
get
you're
it.
11. That's different. You're
Elijah,
young.
you got Netflix?
Of course he does.
He does. Rob G?
Of course
yes.
he does.
Steve DeSago, Netflix? Of course not. No, me, Steve, and Mary. No,
I can't
everybody.
believe you
That's
don't have
half. That's
Netflix.
half the audience. Half of us don't have it.
I can't believe you don't
That's
have
why.
Netflix.
That's why I'm flying to San Francisco for the Yankees-Giants game because I don't have Netflix. I'm
and a promised interview with Aaron Judge.
Yeah, whatever.
I have Netflix, but, man, I don't care. If I didn't have Netflix and they offered the show for free, I wouldn't watch it.
Call back.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Just don't watch it, even if you have Netflix.
No.
Look at my
No.
face.
Don't encourage them.
Are you watching us on YouTube?
I am not. No,
Oh,
I'm not.
All right.
Not
Well,
right
remember,
now.
timestamp this and look at my face. You gonna watch it, especially because you already have Netflix.
About it. Who, me?
Yeah, you gonna watch it.
He said he's not watching it.
He's gonna turn on Netflix on accident, and it's gonna be the first thing. That's how they get you, Rob G. It's the first thing there. You could be going to watch Gabby's Dollhouse with your daughters, and it's boom, sitting right there, and you go, I might as well turn this on for a minute.
All right. Thanks for the call.
Appreciate the call.
Appreciate Justin.
All right. Some big news coming out of course, the Winter Olympics. The women's U.S. hockey team making a statement. We'll tell you what that is right now. Steve DeSager, who might sign up for Netflix for this.
Yeah, probably not. The NHL is still off, by the way, for the Olympic break. The league will resume its schedule on Wednesday. About 150 NHL players were in Milan to represent their respective countries. Most were first-time Olympians. NHL was out of the Olympic Games since 2014 till now. U.S. men took gold, overtime, 2-1 over Canada. U.S. women took gold, overtime, 2-1 against Canada. Later tonight in men's college hoops, number 5 Houston at 14th ranked Kansas. And right now there's a top 25 matchup going on involving Louisville, which leads 27-25 at North Carolina. 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Just 3 NBA games tonight, but a great matchup in Detroit. Pistons have won 5 in a row. They're hosting a Spurs team that has won 8 straight. 16-12 Spurs mid-first quarter. And coming up in a half an hour, the Sacramento Kings, who've lost 16 in a row, play at Memphis. The late game is Utah at Houston. Dylan Brooks of the Suns will reportedly miss 4 to 6 weeks with a broken hand. Indiana's Pascal Pascal Siakam is doubtful for Tuesday with a sprained wrist. The Dallas Cowboys say they're leaning toward franchise tagging wide receiver George Pickens. The Falcons are expected to tag tight end Kyle Pitts. The Patriots cut running back Antonio Gibson. He's still rehabbing a torn ACL. The Chargers center this past couple of years, Bradley Bozeman, retired after 8 NFL seasons. The Chiefs released defensive end Mike Dana, saving some cap space. The Cubs are inviting outfielder Michael Conforto to spring training. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Appreciate it. I think it's like $19.99 now, Steve. Just catch you look at Netflix. He's like, no, I have no interest. It is the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a Magic City Monday. Appreciate you all checking out the show. We got to talk about this, Rob G. Of course, Winter Olympics just ended. You got an update from Steve talking about it. I think 12 gold medals for the U.S., and one of them.
Well, the big one was the men's and women's.
Hockey.
Right? Getting gold.
Absolutely. Men's and women.
I remember watching the 1980 when.
Did you believe in miracles?
Mike, right? What was his Ruzioni? Yeah, that was his name. Who scored the game-winning goal? That was 1980. I was 16 years old. I remember it very vividly. Al Michaels was a young guy doing the games right then.
Stop it. Stop.
He was.
Well, of course, yeah, he was. 46 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. He's 81 now, I think. So, yeah. But anyway, Rob G.
I'm glad you remember that because there's a lot of people said.
Mike Ruzzaroni, I think is how
we
you
know
say it.
we know that you believe in miracles, yes, but like no one remembers their name, like the player's name. You get what I'm saying? Like if I said Dream Team, you could rattle off everybody on that roster. So it's kind of cool that you remember that.
I remember his name.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Rob G. So they the
well,
women
you gonna remember what happened with this soccer team or this hockey team? The men and the women brought home the gold. We own hockey in America.
Take that, Canada.
That's our sport.
Take that for data.
It's our sport. We claimed it.
The goal is the first time since 1980.
I don't care.
Okay,
stay focused. Okay, we
on
the
the
now.
wrong stuff now, Rob.
We on the now.
We're so proud to be American that we got to take note of this. That the U.S. women's hockey gold medal winning team, emphasis on the gold, have declined an invite to visit President Trump's White House. Now, before everyone gets all hot and bothered, they did put out a statement explaining their reasoning why. I don't know if you believe it, but here's what they said.
What they say?
Due to the timing and previously scheduled academic and professional commitments following the games, the athletes are unable to participate. They were honored to be included and are grateful for the acknowledgement.
You know that none of that's true.
Man, that was masterful.
Because,
PR 101.
Because I'll tell you this, and let's just be honest. If there's a different White House and a different situation going on in the country, it would be an honor after winning something for your country to go to the White House and have that photo op, and it's one of those lifetime memories. For them not to want to participate, it just speaks volumes about where the country is and the whole idea that they don't, and they're just trying to save face so I guess Trump doesn't attack them and call them all kinds of names like he does whenever something doesn't go his way. And I guess the guys are going, but all of a sudden the guys can go. They don't have any restraints or any other things coming up after the Olympics either, but the women can't
just
go.
the women. They have the scheduling
Which
conflict.
is fine, and I get it, and they don't want to make a firestorm about it, but I respect their right not to go. I do.
No, I'm 1,000%.
That's what this country's about. I hate when people do that. You have a right not to go.
You have a right not to go.
We've
Whether
seen
somebody
other guys.
agrees.
Tom Brady didn't go when Obama was there.
We've seen people go. We've seen that. I mean, Craig Hodges didn't go back in the day, the early 90s with the Bulls. Craig Hodges didn't go then. So people have either been going or not going for decades now.
And it's not to go to the State of the Union, which is tomorrow. That's what they're not going.
They're not going to State of the Union.
Right.
And listen, I think to your point, I mean, the scheduling, that sounds very PR.
It's just
we'll take them at their word, but it sounded very PR. I think the larger thing is, again, we're in a place where what used to be passable, like, hey, maybe I don't agree with this particular politics, I'm not going, is now fodder or backlash. Whereas it used to happen again, and it would be quiet. You wouldn't even have realized person X did or didn't go. There have been handfuls of athletes throughout the last 30, 40 years who didn't go. You literally didn't even know because it wasn't front page news. But now because everything is a slight, or everything is a spit in the face, or everything is the opposite in a glowing endorsement, one way or the other, that's where we are.
Yeah, I think everybody has their own individual right if they want to participate or they don't. For whatever reason, that's what this country's about. And people who oh, you got to go or it's disrespectful or no,
unpatriotic.
It's not.
I actually believe it's patriotic to practice your duty.
Exactly.
I mean, to your right to participate or not. You have the right freedom of speech. You can say what you want. That is your, now the consequences may come, but that is your right. You can go if you want to. You can not if you want to.
And there's no political statement. It's just we're not coming. It's okay.
Yeah, and here's you mentioned the men's team when they won. President Trump had some things to say to the men's pertaining to the women too.
Cool. And we'll do the White House the next day. We'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys. And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that.
That wasn't a glowing endorsement. We're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that, almost like, I hate to bring it to you. We're going to have to do this charitable thing. So I would imagine, again, scheduling conflicts exist. But that probably didn't feel good either, hearing it that way. Not like, oh, we're excited to have you, excited to have the women's team. We're honored to have you all come on up here. We'll have a wonderful event, celebration. That probably didn't help. That probably didn't help the cause either.
Rob G, what else? What was?
Well, the end of that video, because about a minute long, he says later, and I probably would be impeached if I didn't. So.
If he didn't bring the women?
Yes, he said I'd probably be impeached if I didn't invite the women.
And you know what? Now you see why the women don't want to go.
And that's what I'm saying right now. They, I'm sure maybe they already have some strong convictions.
Maybe they don't want to be around Cash Patel. I mean, maybe that's why they don't want to come.
Is he not already still with them celebrating?
No,
he was turning up, man. I thought he was on the team the way he was in there. But yeah, this to me again, this is. I hope it's not considered a big deal, like you said, because this is their right. And again, it wasn't the warmest welcome when it sounds as if it's a charitable act. I guess I got to invite them. I'm only doing it because I want to get impeached. That doesn't sound like a glowing endorsement of come hang out and want to celebrate you.
They won gold too.
They won gold as well.
It should just be that.
Yeah.
I always wondered about this, and I don't know. When the Olympians raised the black glove in protest of what was going on in the United States.
Mm-hmm. John Carlos, Tommy Smith.
Yep. I think I would have been a part of that. And when they got sent home, and if I wasn't like one of those two, but a black member of the Olympic team, I would have gone home with them too. Because again, they didn't. This was their right. This was their moment. And they were sent home and, this kind of thing. It's deeper than that. And I think people should have the right to express themselves. We don't have to agree with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, what was going on back at home was pretty bad.
Now you hit the point. And that's why that 1968 meeting they had where you had Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown.
This was in Cleveland, right?
Yep, they all met in Cleveland. Who else am I missing? Bill Russell. You had all of them meeting there because they wanted to have this conversation. Do we boycott the Olympics? Do we go? Or what is your thoughts? Should we do this or not? Because to your point, we can go over these different countries and act as if we're celebrated and champion and love.
Then come back home.
Meanwhile, my people are getting their heads cracked open at a lunch counter table. Meanwhile, my people just were able to vote a couple of years ago.
And then when we get back, there's nothing for us.
Yeah, and there's nothing for us. We're being harassed by police. Our children are being hosed down in the street. So absolutely, that's why those athletes were saying, I don't want to go for the pageantry of acting like things are great in this country. And goes back to Muhammad Ali in the Vietnam War. Go over there and kill people I have no problem with, I don't know, just to come home and be called the N-word and going through all of this. That's why I don't want to go to war, because I'm not even treated like, and as he talked about, African-Americans fought at every single war this country has ever had from the very beginning.
And disproportionate to our population.
100%. And yet,
like some people should do that. Whenever they say black people aren't patriotic, go look at the numbers.
Every single war, and like you said, the numbers are crazy. And
compared to the size of our population.
Then simply, once you're done with your time, you would think you'd be regarded as a hero, and it'd be the polar opposite. So I completely understand that.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to partake, especially if they were sent home. And I'm going to be honest, when in Germany, when they didn't allow the Jewish athletes to participate in Berlin, I don't like we still went over there and participated. I don't think I would have been cool with that either. Like, If they made the team, they should be able to participate. Why are we still going over there if they're going to stop people from going?
If it's the United States,
yes.
Aren't we supposed to be united? I totally
it's
get
always,
it.
It's very, very
because
deep,
you
man.
know why. As much as you have something that's like, all right, a line is drawn, and I have that same thing. Like, all right, this is too far. Like, we're not always going to agree on this, and some things will be confrontational. But here's this line.
I just believe
all right,
it's like it's either we're in or together or we're out together. Like that. Oh no, we're not going to let this person, that person. Even in the simplest thing, and I talked to my students today about this. Even in a press conference. If I remember Lloyd Carr pointed out when he's the coach at Michigan, came in to start of a press conference, and he pointed to 2 Michigan Daily students and the late Drew Sharp, who was a columnist at the Free Press. And he walked into the press conference and he goes, you, and you can't ask any questions. And the rest of the people went along with the press conference. I was driving.
What was it?
I was driving because they had written a story. Something was going on.
Yeah.
I almost drove off the road because I would have been like, I would have.
Right.
I'm not even lying, like
I know.
Stunting or whatever.
Yeah.
I would have stood up then there's no press conference, Lloyd. We don't want to hear from you. If everybody who's a working member of the media doesn't have the right, you don't have to answer their questions.
Right.
But you can't tell them that they can't answer.
Let me ask.
And they, that they can't ask a question. And people went along with that. And that is what.
And well, put that on a T-shirt. People have been going along with whatever it is for centuries.
No doubt. All right. I'm done. I'm
go.
off my soapbox.
No, I liked it. We do that, but I enjoy those conversations. I told you, man.
Sometimes
our listeners,
listeners,
I think they do too. Whether people agree or not, we can have a good, educated conversation. I like that too. All right, on the way, we'll have, of course, Tyrek Play of the Day, Shekel City as well. We'll do it. Next, it is The Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday, Fox Sports Radio.
Because according to Joe Lacob, Draymond Green is a core person in the Warriors franchise. And according to Joe Lacob, you don't just trade away a Draymond Green simply or easily. You do it if you have to, if you think you're getting a tremendous value. But long story short, Draymond means too much to this organization for us to just flippantly include him in any kind of trade talk.
Yeah. You want to go first on this?
Well, yeah, I'll just say it doesn't surprise me. Kind of with something you were alluding to, they have made all concessions for Draymond. Draymond has been the guy who's said things, who's walked off of benches, who's punched people, who's had to apologize left and right. But I think they're okay with that. They have made up in their minds that while Steph Curry sells jerseys, he sells popcorn, people come to see him, they know inside and out how vital Draymond is for that organization. And I think when you look at a guy like Steve Kerr, who played with the Bulls, who's from the 90s era, who got socked by Michael Jordan, I think he maybe has a mindset, Rob, of a little sock ain't nothing to it. You know, a little punch here and there. Hey, Michael Jordan punched me, I punched him back, and I earned his respect. And I think they have just made up their minds that he is kind of that lifeline for them. Steph's our best player. He gets our offense to go. He's the sexiest player. People buy tickets for him. But Draymond is what gets us going. Draymond is the guy in the locker room when something needs to be said, we'll say it. We talk about it all the time. Why wouldn't Steph Curry speak to Draymond, step up? Why wouldn't he challenge him? Why wouldn't he speak to this thing, this situation? That's just not his makeup. And I think they've realized they need that type of guy. Whether Kelvin Washington likes it, Rob Parker likes it, they feel like in their locker room, he's their guy. And I also believe Steve Kerr being coached up under Popovich and specifically Phil Jackson, where Phil Jackson would say, hey, everybody's a little different. I'm going to have to treat Shaq a little different than I treat Kobe. I'm going to have to treat Dennis Rodman different than I treat Pippen or Jordan. Rodman, I'm going to let you go to Vegas for a few weeks. I would never let somebody else do that. But go ahead and have you a few hours, a few days in Vegas because I know what you mean to this team. I know how vital you are. We're going to need you. So I think he comes from that school of thought. But they have locked in with Draymond. We've seen instances where you would think a coach would yell back at him, would suspend him, would fire, well, not fire, but, release him. And they haven't. And I think they've realized they've locked in. And he's the guy that wrong or right, within our locker rooms, within the confines of this team, he is absolutely our leader. He's our best defender. He's the engine that gets us going, and I think they've just signed their name in blood with Draymond.
I couldn't disagree more. And I think the reason that we'll never look at the Warriors in the fashion that we should have looked at them will be because of Draymond Green and actually the damage that he's done. You could have all the Draymond Greens you want without Steph Curry. You're not winning the championships or Kevin Durant. I don't care what he does, the dirty work and yelling at people in the club locker room. That all sounds good when you got a couple superstars knocking down threes from all over the court. He single-handedly cost the Warriors 3 championships. I don't care what anybody says. Getting suspended for that Game 5, right? That probably, if he plays in that game, that was when they were up 3-1. And the Warriors have on their record the biggest choke in NBA history. No team in NBA history had ever choked down a 3-1 lead. Thank you, Draymond Green. And after they lost, they begged Kevin Durant to show up in the Bay Area to rescue them. And guess what Kevin Durant did? He came and he rescued them. And he won 2 championships. He wasn't on the bus like Draymond Green. He was driving the damn bus and won 2 finals MVPs and was the best player without question. He took Steph's lunch money and his team when he showed up in the Bay Area. I don't care what you say. Oh, Steph was, acquiescent to KD and all that. No. If you're that guy, I don't care who shows up. I'm always going to be that guy. No matter. I can have complimentary.
KD was the best player on the team.
He was the best player. Everybody knows it. And then he calls him the B word on national television and says to the guy, we won without you, we don't need you, and all that kind of stuff. And then they go and win another championship without KD. And guess who's the young guy who was supposed to be a part of the second wave with the veterans and the young players that they had drafted, and they were going to have this continued run and maybe be the San Antonio Spurs and have a 20-year window, right? And he sucker punches Jordan Poole.
Super Bowl Part 2. It's the halftime show. Odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday. Had to let that Benito drop real quick. Thank you for listening, for watching on YouTube, all that great stuff. We appreciate it as usual. Hopefully been a great one for you. We still got a lot lined up. Next hour, Breiden, Fehoko, former NFL defensive lineman. Last hour of the show, Rick Kamla is going to join us as well. So still a lot in the show. Right now, it's time for your Tire Rack Play of the Day.
Now Jack Hughes puts it around the car. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold.
NBC there on the call. That is your Tire Rack Play of the Day, brought to you by Tire Rack.
What'd you think of that call? So, right?
For the epic moment, for what it was, yeah. It had been 46 years.
I just thought it would maybe he wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't sound like he was ready for it.
Okay, to stall him out, to give him some bail, the hard part about that sometimes is like what I'm compared to, right? Like I'm going up against Al Michaels in a historical call.
I'm just saying, like 46 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I mean. He's probably like, I got to go for 46 years of history. Everybody's waiting for this moment. What if he says something like, do you believe in, they're not miracles, but something else?
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But you got to be ready once you're in overtime that this could happen. That's all.
All
I'm
right, now
saying.
you got to run it back. Run it back, Mary, because I got to hear it again.
Rob G, what'd you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? I just thought it was okay.
I didn't care.
No,
Rob's like, man, look at what that guy's wearing on TV too. He's got on a
No,
coat with a
I'm
polo
just-
shirt and a tie.
I'm just saying,
ridiculous.
It was
Did you
okay.
hear that call earlier? There was no emotion. Oh God, he bring me back to the days of Howard Cosell and my.
Is this Kenny Albert, right? Who was doing it? Was that Kenny Albert?
I don't know.
Do we have it, Mary, or you don't have it?
I do think, in the spirit of Olympics, like people more excited about the win than the. That's that you've been in it. That's you've been doing this too long.
Now Jack Hughes
Let
puts
me hear
around
this
the
again,
car.
since you're over
United
here.
States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States.
You wanted
For the first time since the 1980 miracle.
See?
The United States takes the gold.
What the man to do?
It was okay.
You wanted to see this? You know what it is, Rob?
It's
G?
okay.
No, here it
It's
is.
okay.
You like the stand-up comedian. You wanted something prepared and written and
I
you
didn't say
wanted
that.
it ready.
I
Wanted him to say, when times were rough, they did it for. You wanted that. You wanted that prepared moment.
I wanted it to just be a little more.
You wanted the catchphrase. You
Justin
wanted
Trudeau, this one's for you.
Yeah. That's what you
USA
wanted.
does it again.
Well,
You
whatever.
wanted.
I
wanted it.
all right.
In the words of Kendrick Lamar, Canada.
All rise.
They ain't like
A-bomb
us.
from A-Rod. You wanted them like that, right? That's what you
That's
wanted?
what you wanted.
Yeah.
All right, forget it. All
First
right.
it was Drake, now it's.
I guess
We did it again.
We did it again. Finland, Canada, nobody like us. You wanted all that kind of stuff.
All right.
All right.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
All right,
If Telly Hughes would have did it, would you be happy about it?
Oh,
the official voice of MLBBro.com.
Telly has a great voice.
He does have a great
Shout out
voice.
to Telly, he does.
I don't
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I
Everything
can't
good,
take him
man?
seriously when he talks to me because I feel like he's like
He's giving you something
yeah,
right there,
like
right now.
he's
What's up,
selling
Rob
something
G?
every time. I'm like,
Hey, how's it been going on the Odd Couple?
it's just us.
Oh, man.
Relax.
And Telly was a left-handed pitcher in college. I love that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I didn't know that.
yeah, he's a left-handed pitcher in college. That's pretty cool. All right, what you got? Shekel City?
Yeah, Shekel City. I'm about to judge your Shekel City too. Go ahead.
What
Let
do
me
you
see
mean
how
you judge it?
Let me see how you sound when you do this. Yeah, put your glasses on. Let me hear. See who score out of the game. I'm going out of 10. I'm going Olympic figure skating.
I got pipes. Let's go.
All right, let's
Shekel
go.
City for this Monday. My record is 52-32.
I'll give you 10 on your record. I'll give you
Okay,
10 on that.
52-32. And here we go tonight. I'm going to take Memphis minus 2.5. They're hosting the Sacramento Siberia Kings. That's their best bet.
Like a little jokey joke in it. Okay.
All right, and number 2, I'm going to take Houston minus 13.5. They're hosting the Utah Jazz.
Oh, got Jazzy. Okay, getting a little 9.8
there we
on that.
go. Those are the 2 games. The other game, Pistons Spurs, have already started. So these are only
I'm
2
giving
games
you a
tonight
6 on that
again.
because I don't like the way you said Pistons.
Pistons. Houston
you
minus
just- it was
13.5. And Memphis minus 2.5. And remember, Kelvin,
What's
I'm not
that?
telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
I got to deduct for the stumble.
All right.
Good stuff.
Who am I, Martin Weiss now? Is that what you're saying? What?
You are unhinged. Is there like a battle between you? Have the little red devil and the little angel here, and do they go at it?
What?
And the angel's like, please, for the love of God, don't do it. Devil's like, do it, Rob.
We are Fox Sports.
Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with one and a half of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
We are Fox Sports.
I'm just trying to give you something. I'm just trying to give you something spooky to forget. I'm just trying to give you something.
Just 3 games in the NBA, but a great matchup at Detroit right now. The Pistons, who've won 5 in a row, are tied with San Antonio, which just won 8 straight. It's 35 all in the second quarter. About to start, Memphis hosts a Sacramento team that's lost 16 straight. The Kings' record overall this season, 12-46. Utah at Houston later. Dylan Brooks of the Suns will reportedly miss 4 to 6 weeks with a broken hand. Later in men's college hoops, it'll be number 5 Houston at number 14 Kansas. Currently halftime halftime in a top 25 matchup. North Carolina at home leads 39-38 against Louisville. Duke is number 1 in the new polls. Arizona up to number 2. Michigan fell to number 3. The NHL still off for Olympic break. The league will resume its schedule on Wednesday. The Dallas Cowboys plan to franchise tag wide receiver George Pickens. The Falcons are expected to tag tight end Kyle Pitts. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2 on a Magic City Monday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Hope you're enjoying this fine radio program. No matter if you're snowed in or if your buns are out because it's so hot out here in LA.
It really is, though. It really.
I'm not even. It's ridiculous. It is.
So to give you context, we're going to be 20 degrees over normal this whole week.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's even hotter than what we're used to. Yeah. But it is the Odd Couple. A lot to get to in this hour number 2. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. We talk about it all the time. We appreciate all the subscribers. You guys keep showing out. I know all the other shows on Fox Sports Radio are jealous.
Oh,
I'm just saying they're jealous.
They're not supportive. They're jealous.
I'm just saying they're jealous of our support of where the Odd Couple, the Odd Mob is. That's all. Yeah. I'm not
we appreciate
ripping on anybody else. I'm just saying what odd people are doing, and we appreciate that. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR, and be sure to subscribe and hit that button. Just search Odd Couple and subscribe. And they don't mind that the Odd Couple's name has been used a couple times, okay? They still follow the show.
The Fast and Furious 12,
no, that's
Odd
not,
Couple 6.
That's different. This Odd Couple is very consistent. It's not some.
It is a brand muffin.
It is.
It is.
That's a good way of looking at it. Rob G, you want to be consistent or, a brand muffin is good.
Some fiber out this thing.
Exactly.
And you going regular.
Rob G, Jaylen Brown is putting together some season for the Boston Celtics. It is hard to deny what he's been able to do, considering that what people thought was Jason Tatum, their number 1 guy, was injured. This was supposed to be a throwaway season for the Celtics, wasn't it?
We thought so. And then yesterday, he rolled into the Crypto.com arena, dropped 32, 8, and 7 on the Lakers in a blowout win.
They got blowed out.
Blowed the F out. So much so that it had LeBron James telling anyone who would listen, you know what? Jaylen Brown needs to be in an MVP conversation. Take a listen.
It's not for him.
Him and Michael Jordan should have some personal issues with it. Like, Mike only got 5 is crazy.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. He doesn't have to win.
Well, they got to spread the wealth. If I'm the best and clearly MVP, well, I can't get it. LeBron got 4. It was about 12 years we knew he was the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I just.
So they need to come with a BMVP, a BVP. The best valuable player or something, dang it.
No, but it's just like the whole idea is like you're just going to like Shohei should get it every year because he pitches and hits. No, that's not how it goes. Because that's what he automatically knows. Somebody might actually have, when Judge beat him, he had a better year. Even he had a better year. He did.
I don't disagree.
That can happen. So Shohei didn't win it, but according to some people, every year he should win it automatically because he's doing two things and nobody else is doing it. That's not what the MVP is.
Nobody was better than Jordan. Maybe a year or two you had a better storyline. Like you could argue Barkley finally leaves Philly. He goes to the Suns. They have
Here's my
best
point.
records.
Can we get back on
Oh,
topic?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, you don't want to brought up Shohei.
All right. I think Jaylen Brown, I don't think he's going to win the MVP, and I know there's other people in there. But the one thing, and after me and you had that big thing about, Cade Cunningham, and after that game in the Knicks, and I'm the MVP and all that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to forget about everybody else. But if I'm looking at these two, where the Pistons are, leading the East, and where the Celtics are. Rob G., their records are not that far apart, right?
5.5 game lead for the Pistons.
In the loss column, is it 5 games?
Loss column is 6.
Okay. And so they got one more win. So it's 5.5 total. Okay. LeBron, I don't agree with LeBron on a lot of stuff. I agree here. And the only thing is, this was supposed to be a throwaway season. Would you admit that? Like, people thought Celtics are out.
I didn't think
Celtics are out. Like, they don't have a shot, really, because they don't have – Tatum's going to be out. And, the whole idea the Pacers weren't going to be in the mix. They went to the finals last year, right, because of their star. And Jaylen Brown, who was the MVP when they won the championship, not Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown was the MVP. And look at where they are. Rob G., were you able to look at last year compared to this year? There's a 3-game difference without Jason Tatum. That's incredible, seriously. It tells you what kind of season, averaging just under 30. He's had that kind. If you're going to look at somebody and go, who held it together when you lost one of the biggest stars in the NBA? Jason Tatum didn't take a mulligan on the season and go, well, you know what, we can't win. He's balling out.
No, he is, without a doubt.
And all I'm saying is, and this is no slight to Cade, none, 0. What Jaylen has been able to do with that Celtics team, only 3 games different from a year ago with Tatum. And, yes, the Pistons had that great run. They won like 13 in a row, whatever. And for the Celtics to be within that kind of striking distance is incredible. He's had an MVP-worthy conversation season. That's all. I'm not saying he's the MVP. I'm saying he is in that conversation, and I would say he's in that conversation even more than Cade Cunningham.
I don't agree with the even more part. I agree with that he's had an amazing season. I've been saying, for a handful of years, he is the engine for that Celtics team. Jason Tatum, he's more naturally gifted, but Jaylen Brown has the heart. Jaylen Brown has always took the tough shots. Jaylen Brown goes for it. He has a little bit more of that tenacity in him, night in, night out. It's the reason why sometimes people will get frustrated with Jason Tatum, want more from Jason Tatum.
But even the finals year, go look at Jason Tatum's stats. I know Jaylen Brown won the MVP. Jason Tatum had better stats up and down. Led him in every single category.
I know.
So that's who you lost. The guy who led them.
No. Tatum's the better player. I'm with you.
No, but I'm just saying, to lose a player who in that year when they won the championship led the team in every statistical category, and here you are where most people wrote you off before the season started. Not like, oh, yeah, they're not going anywhere. They were like, the East is wide open. The East is wide. No Indiana, no Boston. It's just the Knicks. Milwaukee's not that great. Like that.
So,
wide open.
No, so I expected the Celtics to be closer to where the Magic and the Heat are, which are 7 and 8. You know, the Magic are 30 and 26. The Heat are 31 and 27. I didn't think they bottom out. A couple of reasons why. And I think partly why these reasons I'm about to say are partly why some of the reasons maybe why Jaylen Brown isn't quite up there yet. He has had sustained success. Jaylen Brown's been an all-star for years now. Jaylen Brown's been an all-NBA guy, I believe. People were mad he wasn't an Olympian because he's been that good coming off a championship as well. So Jaylen Brown has been that guy. And I think so there's no real surprise there. I think Also, when you look at that team, you got a 6 Man of the Year candidate and winner in Pritchard, who could win it again, who balled out, had 30-something last night against the Lakers. And you have Derek White, and you have the stability. You've had this coach for a few years. So I think there's a stability factor that people are counting in his favor. Like, look how good this roster is as well. They know who they are. They know their system. So I completely 1,000% agree he needs to be in this conversation. His team is overachieving. And not to mention, here's to his credit as well, when they win, they're blowing people out. They're not like barely winning by game winners or buzzer beaters 1 or 2 points. They're blowing people out. So they look really good. I think the bigger thing in favor for Cade, a couple of things. I think Cade is more naturally skilled, so when you watch him, it seems easier. I think Cade, especially with the assist factor, him being the point guard and averaging almost 10 assists a game along with his 25 points is a big factor. And I think people love we love storylines. This is the same Pistons team that 2 years ago won 14 games. The year before that, 17 games. So I think the fact that people have seen this team grow and get better.
You mean
also,
last year they made the playoffs.
Right, that's what I said 2 years ago. But I'm saying
but last year they made the playoffs. They
right. But I'm saying I think this is a part of people enjoying the evolution of Cade.
But
this was the same guy that team was on the team that won 14, 44 to your point last year.
But they won. But how are you once you've won 44 and made the playoffs? I think the 14 is not factoring into
I'll tell you why. But I'll tell you why. Because the 40. I'll tell you why. Because we're not even near. We got another third of the season, fourth of the season, whatever it is, and they already have 42 wins. They have 44 all of last year. So my point is, you're seeing this team go from 14 to 44 to this year. They might end up with, 60 something. And I think that's going to bode well for Cade. I mean, this team won 60 something. He's putting up 25 and 10. He's doing it in a very smooth fashion. When you watch him, he's more aesthetically pleasing than Jaylen Brown. And I just think that is going to absolutely bode well.
When you take away a player of that ilk.
I'm not mad at that.
No, and you're only 3, like you're supposed to collapse. The difference is nobody, I don't care what you say, like you just said, they should be near Orlando. People counted the Celtics out. Some people thought, but I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know where they're going to be when you lose a player of that ilk and he's gone. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the team could have collapsed.
I think that's a credit to
and that's
Brad Stevens, to Masula.
I think it's Jaylen Brown.
I'm going from top down. And Jaylen Brown.
I
think Jaylen Brown is the leader that you might hope Jason Tatum is. Kind of how we talk about Draymond. You can say what you want, but he's more of a leader than Steph. I think Jaylen Brown's that leader. I think he gets that teams going. I think he makes them compete and fight. And I absolutely have no problem if people want to say he needs to be considered. I don't have him above Cade. Currently don't have him above Jokic. Now, I don't know if Jokic is going to make the no. I think he's 3 games left, 4 games he can miss, 2 games now. He can only miss 2 more games and he'll lose his eligibility. So I think this is why we had the conversation. I said, and obviously SGA. Why I think Cade has a real shot is because of the elimination of these. You're going to lose Jokic. You've already lost Wemby. You've already lost a handful of guys.
When they did the straw poll, he only had 1 first-place vote. That's the thing.
But that was earlier in this. And
no,
now,
it wasn't. It was right before.
But guys are dropping out. Like
no. That poll was just the.
But I'm saying
that wasn't like
SGA
3
is
going
to be the favorite because he's the reigning. Jokic is about to lose. Can he make 25 more games or so and not?
No, but that's not how the straw poll. You don't vote for someone.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying he's going to.
The idea that this far into the season, you just talked about it, where they have 42 wins and they only have 44 last year, and they have 42, and what they was able to do, and they had 13 wins in a row at one point or whatever. That should have been enough to get them more than 1 first-place vote. That's all I'm saying. That 1 first-place vote is like, did somebody from Detroit vote for him? That's what it feels like to me. No, I'm dead serious.
I think, but I told you,
one first-place vote
coming off that Knick game, kind of starting the season, now they get a win. They get another win. They're doing this without Duran. Their second-best player. I'm saying
they were 3-0 against the Knicks last year.
Right, but I'm saying this is how it's going to go. Everybody's watching now. They know about, the Pistons. I'm seeing NFL's over. Now my attention's on the NBA. And the first thing they see coming out of All-Star break is him ball out, show out at Madison Square Garden. And that's the first thing you hear. And everybody's talking, including your boy Stephen A. I give up on the Knicks. It's the Pistons. And they become – and that's how this thing works.
No. But the guys who are voting, they cover the league. They're not – they haven't been – unfocused on the league. You're talking about fans.
I'm
talking about
saying
no.
you have to have statement moments. We talk about this all the time in Heisman.
No.
We talk about
That's
this in MVP and NFL.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
Statement moments.
But you said that people were focused on the NFL, not NBA writers who cover the league.
I'm saying you have statement moments where everyone is what, and this is a signature moment. Absolutely, you have signature moments.
But the writers cover the league the whole year. They're
I'm
not worried about the
arguing with
NFL.
that, but you have signature
Those
moments.
are what fans
we
do.
talk about this all the time. You have a Heisman moment where you're right there in the mix of things, and then you have a game
not when
where
you only get
or
one
MVP.
vote. I just can't believe he only got one first place vote.
Embiid showed out against Jokic, and everybody's like, "Well, you know what? Dang it! Look at that."
That's not why he won.
No, it starts the train.
Everybody knows they made a mistake, and that was the beating.
They didn't know they made a mistake when they voted. That didn't make sense. It's my vote.
No. They were beating the drum that they didn't want Jokic to win again. Just because they didn't want him to win 3 without winning a championship.
Sounds like what I always tell you, storylines.
No.
And that's what I keep telling you. It's humans voting.
The storyline is that the Celtics were supposed to be crap with losing Jason
I
Tatum.
agree he's going to get some votes.
And now they're in the mix. And God forbid if they get up or get close or tie the Pistons or whatever, people are going to be wow.
I'll be tough. But for him to be a Finals MVP.
You said he's going to win another 20 games, and you said it's going to be tough for them to make up 3 or 4 games?
Well, I'm saying if they're 6 behind right now, everything will have to go
5.5.
Everything 5.5, 6 games lost. But I'm saying everything will have to continuously go right for the Celtics too. But Brown received 0 first or second place votes, just 5 third place votes, and was left off entirely on 57 of the 100 ballots. So even though they're having this great season, even though he's a Finals MVP, you would think he would get more consideration. He's kind of the guy coming in with more of a name than Cade.
I think that he has a chance as time continues to go on. And you just talked about it. They come to L.A. with all their guys healthy and get a 32-point win, and he plays really well. And people are like, wow, look at where the Celtics are. And when people start to deep dig in those numbers and go 3 games off from where they were a year ago,
he absolutely will finish in the top 4. I'm with you on that. I think Cade will be 1 or 2 at the end of this season.
877-99 on Fox. I think that when they vote, neither one might not get a first place vote. It just depends on if the Joker. Well, I don't know. It just depends on where it is.
It's gonna be tough.
If he's
for
still
him.
there, I don't think it's tough for him if he has the 60. If he has,
well, that's what I'm saying. Tough to not miss 2 more games. Just the way the NBA is now.
I don't.
Back to backs, 4 out of 5 days or something.
But he came back for that reason. I mean, like when they timed out his thing, it was.
But if you're his coach or GM, you're saying I need him for the playoffs, right? We're trying to make another championship run, and if I need him to sit tonight. I need him to sit tonight.
I'm not convinced of that they're going to take him out of this. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Who is the better MVP candidate, Jaylen Brown or Cade Cunningham? We'll continue next with this. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not just noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Unless you think Odd Couple 3 is better than Odd Couple 6 in the US of A.
Kawhi Leonard obviously has had interesting, what do we want to say now, like week or so. You go from the scandals, the investigation, to having an amazing all-star game, to then obviously having some comments about where he and his team are. And this is what Kawhi had to say.
I'm just developing over time. I mean, I think it's over now. It's the second half, like 4th of the season left. But, you know, every day is a day to grow, a day to learn and get better. So, you know, you just got to keep looking over time and see in 2 weeks if we're getting better and, you know, see what happens from there.
He was asked, you know, where they were and to think that thoughts of contending. He said he thinks it's over now. But so what's interesting about this is he thinks, it's over now, but this is a conversation we were having when they asked LeBron this last week, and he was like, look, I don't think we're contenders right now. Like, dude, look at that team we just played. It was the Thunder. He was like, that's a championship team right there. But what's weird is, if anything, the Clippers right now, they've had the best record in the NBA since December, I believe, was 18th. He's playing great. They won a big game against the Nuggets yesterday. He's obviously playing top 2-3 player in the league right now. He's playing a lot of games. He's been healthy. So to me, I kind of looked at that as, yes, I know that they don't have a team to win it, but I was shocked that he would just be that vocal about it, and kind of the same question that LeBron was asking. He's just like, oh, it's over now. And when the opposite is really, they've been on an upward trajectory. They've been winning. They've been playing well. They've been playing inspired basketball over the last month and a half or so. But that's, to me, what happens with Kawhi. That's the benefit with Kawhi, Rob, is that because we don't often hear from him, I literally don't even know if he has an Instagram or social media account. Like, I have no idea. And we don't know much about him, that he can do or say things that other folks who are the Steph Currys or the Kobes, the big name guys, the KD, will be fodder for conversation, will be big tabloid issues, or would be, all the backlash on debate shows. But because he doesn't say much when he does, even like that, that's really, no one really just like, oh, well, it's Kawhi. And that's to his benefit, because a lot of the stuff that he does, other players have done, the demands, I want this, it has to be my way, I want this player, I want this plane, I want that, I'm taking money, allegedly, taking money from fake accounts. It kind of doesn't stick to him. You know what I mean? And I think
I disagree.
I think it sticks to him?
Yeah, the whole not playing and not, what happened in San Antonio. He was raked through the coals about not playing and wanted to feel 100%, and people turned on him because he couldn't play. He's saying he's hurt, and they're saying, well, Pop and them are attacking him. I thought he got some smoke for
I think
that.
he got a little bit then, but I don't think it's to the point I'm saying is these other big name, the KDs, the Stephs, the CP3s, the LeBrons.
They just asked him. It ain't like they asked LeBron after they traded Luka and Austin Reeves. They just traded Zubac and they traded Harden. What is your conference? You know what I mean? Like, they just traded two big pieces from their team, and I think it's a different conversation when that happens compared to LeBron having Luka, who's been an all NBA top 5 times in a 6-year career. Do you know what I mean? Like that's why I think it's different. And LeBron is supposedly he says he's the GOAT, so him paired with Luka has no chance. Like, I think that's why in that comparison to Kawhi, it's just a little different because they just traded away. Zubac is a really good player.
Oh, yeah. The Lakers surely wish they had him. They got rid of a bunch of guys. I mean, if you look at the players that they got rid of,
for nothing.
Zubac ends up being a heck of a quality player.
He really is.
Ingram's an all-star. Randall's an all-star. Just had 41. A handful of nights ago.
But you get my point. Like, it's just a little different, and I get it. Kawhi is not that boisterous. He's not out there. You're right.
And that's the benefit of him. Why I'm saying I think he can get away with stuff that just wouldn't go for the average superstar of his quality. When he's healthy, he's arguably top 3 player in the league. A healthy Kawhi. If I told you he's giving you 70 games this year, you'd be like, oh, shoot. That Kawhi on both sides of the ball, his efficiency. I mean, he can get to any spot, any shot. He locks guys up. I mean, he's incredible. And that guy, 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time champion, he gets away with a lot that, again, it just kind of goes under the radar, or it's a quick little conversation or quick fodder.
I think it changed when once he became often injured, he was taken off that map.
I agree that
had he come here after winning in Toronto and won with the Clippers or something, it would be like that. That changed everything because where he was. Because he was trying to do something, win a championship with Toronto, which had never won, and then go to Clippers that had never even been to the Western Conference Final, let alone, winning a championship.
Fox Sports Radio. Thank you, Mary. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday. Breiden, Fehoko getting ready to join us here, former NFL defensive lineman. Going to join us momentarily. We have some thought-provoking conversation with him in a little bit. And if you missed today's show, you're going to want to catch the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. And right after the show, today's podcast is going to be posted. Be sure to follow the pod. Rate it 5 stars, and you can even provide a review. And, again, just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. You'll find our stuff, the best of version, the full show, all that good stuff. Rob G working hard to get that up. All right, Rob, 877-99 on Fox. What we got?
All right, hey, Rich in Colorado, you're on The Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Rich? How are you?
Good. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing well, thank you.
Awesome. Hey, I believe that Cade is the better candidate. When you look at where the Pistons have come for the last, from 2 seasons ago.
But it's not. It's not based on. It's not a lifetime achievement award. Be careful with that. No, but it's about this season.
Not a lifetime.
It's about this season.
But if you don't think that plays a role, people remember that 27-game losing streak.
It's about this season, is what it is.
Plus, you just gave the same argument for the guy from the Celtics that Kelvin was given for Cade. And plus, man, you got to admit, you're just the biggest Detroit hater out there, man. Did Barry or Isaiah do you wrong or something? What's happened, man?
Okay. Can I say this to you, Rich?
Barry Sanders minding his own business.
Rich, can I say this to you? Oh, he ran away?
All right, pretend I'm Rich.
Coward.
Why you got to be with coward?
Don't call back here. You coward. Because like guys like that. I'm sorry, or maybe you're the biggest Detroit. Maybe I'm a big Detroit homer. And I did.
When we tell you about telling people not to call back and turn off the station.
Anything Detroit is good. The Tigers are going to win the World Series. The Lions going to win the World Series.
No, they didn't.
The Pistons going to win the NBA.
No, that's still up in the air.
Every team,
Keep going. Michigan might win college basketball.
I worked there for 20 years, and you know what they told me every year when the Lions were playing?
What?
During those 20 years, this is the year. Oh, they hired Marty Morningwig. Oh, they hired they hired what's his name from
no, I'm not gonna tell you because don't be trying to act. We didn't act like Andy Reid was walking through those doors every year. Now,
they hired Steve Mariucci.
I was hyping on the Mariucci.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
They hired Matt Millen. He won 4 Super Bowls as a player. He knows about football. I done heard all of that. Not a hater. I'm being realistic is what I'm trying to tell you.
You know, some tendencies.
Ain't no tendencies, nothing, because I'm not on board with everything. Scott,
some tendencies.
In North Carolina. I'm not a fanboy. You're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Scott?
What's up, man? Thanks for taking my call. Yeah, after all that spill, I still got to go Cade. When you look at Jaylen Brown, we've been undervaluing him for some time.
I agree.
He was better than Jaylen.
Ain't no way, Scott, when the season started, you thought that the Celtics would be doing anything. It's just, can't be.
I felt people were disrespecting.
No. I'm asking you. You thought they would be this good?
I thought they had a chance. Like you said, the East is always weak. For Cade Cunningham to string them young guys together and have them in the position they're in, that's pretty outstanding. With a culture, like you said, that's not too good, he's doing great, in my opinion. And he has a chance to.
I think when you lose a player of Jason Tatum's ilk, it speaks volumes that the team didn't come apart.
But you know what? Let me drop one on you though.
That's all.
Michael Jordan retired, and Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen almost won the MVP, and they almost went to the East Coast Finals.
He didn't almost anything.
He did. What do you mean almost didn't? He finished second or third.
And they lost.
Michael Jordan, the greatest left in the Knicks and the Bulls, had an amazing record, and the Bulls were incredible. Without Jordan.
They lost. Did they win or lose?
They lost. This isn't a championship conversation. This is a conversation about a team playing well.
What did Scottie Pippen do when he went to Houston and Portland?
I'm talking about the year after Jordan left.
Okay.
They were incredible, and he was almost an MVP.
Was he MVP?
So I'm saying
he MVP?
No. But my point is people lose people and still are good
I'm
because
telling
the team
you that
is
when
good.
the season started, everybody counted the Pacers and the Celtics out, and that's why they said the East was
Pacers.
weak.
Did they want to fight at all?
That's what they said it was going to be weak. Oh, the East is weak this year because no Boston and no Indiana.
Boston got some players, right?
No, but that's the conversation that went on.
Y'all underselling some Pritchards and some Derek Whites, and they got a squad.
That's not the conversation preseason.
I didn't think they'd be this good. I admit that. All right, on the way, Brandon. Let me start over. Listen, Breiden Fehoko is going to join us, former NFL defensive lineman.
What's his name?
Breiden Fehoko. We're going to have a conversation.
Fehoko to you too.
So stupid. You know what? Don't talk to me right now. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't sit next to me.
I'll leave.
Hey, Steve.
Hey there. Just 3 NBA games tonight in an hour. Houston hosts Utah. Right now, halftime, Spurs lead 57-55 at Detroit. Devin Vassell with 18 points. In fact, the Spurs starters from three-point range, 10 of 18 so far. San Antonio's won 8 games in a row. Detroit has won 5 straight. Sacramento's leading at Memphis 27-22 late first quarter. Kings have lost 16 straight. Dylan Brooks of the Suns will reportedly miss 4 to 6 weeks with a broken hand. Indiana's Pascal Siakam is doubtful for Tuesday with a sprained wrist. Jaylen Brown of the Celtics questionable for Tuesday with a bruised knee. Oklahoma City center Chet Holmgren is questionable with back spasms. The WNBA says a new labor agreement is needed by March 10th or the season will be impacted. Regular season games due to start in that league in May. In college hoops, top 25 matchup at North Carolina going on right now with 10.5 minutes to go. Tar Heels lead Louisville 56-47. In about a half an hour, it'll be number 14 Kansas hosting 5th-ranked Houston. Kansas dropped in the new polls today. Duke is number 1 in the new AP and coaches polls. Arizona up to number 2. Michigan fell to number 3. Duke beat Michigan this past Saturday. By the way, Florida is up to number 7. NHL still off for the Olympic break. The league will resume its schedule on Wednesday. The Dallas Cowboys say they're leaning toward franchise tagging wide receiver George Pickens. The Falcons are expected to tag tight end Kyle Pitts. The Patriots cut running back Antonio Gibson. He's still rehabbing a torn ACL. The Chiefs released defensive end Mike Dana. Chargers center Bradley Bozeman retired. The Lions finalized their coaching staff, including recently retired lineman Dan Skipper as an offensive assistant. Tigers pitcher Tarek Skubal says he'll make only one start for Team USA at next month's World Baseball Classic. In his spring debut today, 2 scoreless innings, 4 strikeouts, and a 3-0 loss to Minnesota. The Cubs invited outfielder Michael Conforto to spring training. Floyd Mayweather will fight Manny Pacquiao in September at the Sphere in Las Vegas. They had fought each other in 2015. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Appreciate it. Odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday. And we are joined now by Breiden Fehoko, former defensive lineman, and someone who put out a tweet who was very passionate about something we're going to have a conversation about. Breiden, man, appreciate you joining the show.
What's happening?
How you guys doing tonight? I appreciate you guys for having me.
No doubt, man. We're doing well. We want to get into this. I want to start by reading your tweets, and then I want you to just, speak to what you're referring to and what had you so emphatic. I'm going to keep it a stack. I don't care. I'm retired. I'll say what I want. These NFL teams come out here and post these mental health awareness posts talking about they care about players. Don't be afraid to reach out, etc. All they care about is what you bring to the table when it's game day. Most players don't want to get help inside the building of an NFL organization because they know you'll get looked at differently. You go to a staff member, tell them you're struggling, watch how different they start treating you and looking at you. I've seen it firsthand. I'll start believing that they care about players' health when the owners, GM, and head coach treat everyone on the roster the same, from the quarterback to the janitor. Until then, don't tell me that they care because they posted some hotline number when blank like this happens, and I'm here for all my brothers. Just want to talk about and shoot the blank. Love y'all, care about y'all. What made you put that out there?
First and foremost, I think for me, it's just I got just mental health ordeal. And
Break, can you start that last sentence over? Your phone went out. Can you say that part again for us?
Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
I said, for me, somebody who's played in the NFL, I just got very sick and fatigued on the fact that every time something like this happens, then teams and owners and social media accounts, they start to try to attract awareness. When this is something that goes on 24/7, 365 days a year, and for somebody who's lived through it, somebody who's gone through it, somebody who's had mental health issues, who actively goes through therapy while I was playing and still now, even while I'm retired, I just got sick of and fed up of it because we wait for players like the Marshawn Nealons, the Rondale Moores, the Doug Martins, who are, retired and have passed on to the next life. We wait for something like this to happen for us to be an awakening of, like, what can we do as a fraternity, or what can we do as the National Football League to make sure this isn't happening again? Well, for me, I'm just sick of it. They claim that there's team clinicians, which they are, but as men, we don't feel secure within an NFL building and organization to go and ask for help because, honestly, and I'm speaking the facts on a bunch of players who've been in my position, not all 53 guys on an NFL roster can feel they can go to somebody within a building and feel like they can get help and looked at in a certain way where they're respected and their job won't change based on the description they're asking. And so that's part of the reason why I spoke up, honestly, man. I just wanted to create awareness. And as somebody who's played in it and somebody who's been through it, I was just fed up with it. And something needs to change. And I'm tired of watching the brotherhood and fraternity of NFL players feel like they have to resort to taking their own life in situations like this,
Breiden, it's a sad situation. And I hear exactly your the pain and what has happened in the NFL. But I will push back. And I'm going to push back from if you, the players, don't demand better from the owners and the people you keep signing these CBAs with, without these things and these safeguards for yourself, the idea that you're expecting them to do it for you is just, I don't understand it. You guys, and I'm talking about football players, have a terrible health care package, terrible retirement package. So if you don't care about that, okay, I'm just saying, you feel me what I'm saying, okay? Because I'm saying if you're not going to do it, why would they? Why would they care? You know what you guys voted for in the last CBA? To have less practice and smoke weed. That's what you voted for, not to make sure that your family, your kids, your wife have lifetime health care. Go look at the CBA in Major League Baseball and what they have. Go look at it. It's disgraceful what the NFL has, and the things you're talking about are things that should be in that CBA to safeguard these players. I hate that I'm so passionate, but it's driving me crazy. I've been covering the National Football League since 1987. When is somebody there going to wake up? And I'm talking about the players. The owners will never do it. Never.
So, let me tell you this. I was always a roster bubble guy. I was always a back-end roster guy where I've always fought and clawed my way onto a roster. And I was always the guy on the back end where I got to see a different perspective, right? What you're talking about right now in regards to our NFLPA, the NFLPA is constructed from a top-down hierarchy. Whereas if you're not a star player, if you're not somebody who is a Pro Bowler or somebody who is looked at as a big multi-year million-dollar contract guy, you won't have a voice in our PA. So as much as, like you said, it comes down to the player speaking up, the player association constructed by the NFL, players itself, is made for the players to fail. There's nobody on that board like a Breiden Fehoko who can speak up for the smaller fish, the journeyman, the 75 to 80% of players like me who make up the league, right? That players association is made for the richer hierarchy in the players where how can we as the smaller tier, the 10 to 20% of guys that make 50 to 60 million, the quarterbacks, the receivers, the DBs, the star pass rushers. How can we keep our money? How can we make the owners happy? That's what the problem is. If you look on my social media, I've been active about the NFLPA, who's in charge of it, the power of it. I've tried to voice my opinion over time. I talked about how our own NFLPA vice president was out in Atlanta going to strip clubs, putting it on the NFLPA's credit card. He was ordering up lamb chops at Magic City. Like, that's and I'm going crazy for saying this, but that's the type of BS we have. Since the day I stepped into the NFL, whether I was on the active roster or on the practice squad, I've always tried to voice my opinion and be constructive about trying to get in a position of power to be a player representative on a team. But the problem is they will not And it's just the way it is. They will not put guys in the smaller fish or the guys that make up the bottom end of a roster in a position of power to speak up for the Players Association. Because at the end of the day, you tell me, you guys have seen it, when they have Player Association presidents or player representatives from each team, they're not going to put no Breiden Fehoko as a player rep for the Pittsburgh Steelers or for the Los Angeles Chargers. They're going to put a big-name guy there. And when it comes to it, these guys get to Maui or get to Florida every year for the NFLPA press retreats and conferences and meetings every year. And like you said, in the last CBA, they care more about how much THC levels we can pass on a drug test versus getting lifetime health care. In a year where the NFL was supposed to be on a back-end year during COVID where they held our funds for us, DeMaurice Smith, the old NFLPA president, doubled his salary that year during a COVID year where we were supposed to be low on funds and everybody was supposed to take a cut where the salary was supposed to be held right in the reserves of the income fund, the 401k funds, the severance funds, the back pays of NFL player performance at the end of the year. While we held out and while we took pay cuts, the guys by the name of DeMaurice Smith and Lloyd and all those other guys saw raises in their salary. So that's the problem.
Well,
I've been so passionate about trying to get in a position of power, but that's the problem is they never want the small fish to get involved because when the small fish get involved, it disrupts the hierarchy of the Players Association. When the star players, when their opinions aren't heard, that's a problem for the NFL.
Breiden, man, we got to end it there. We appreciate you, man, coming on and sharing your passion. Again, rest in peace to Rondale Moore, and we appreciate you speaking up like you are, brother.
I appreciate you guys, man.
No doubt.
Thanks.
All right. Good conversation there. Again, if you want to follow him and his passion, you can do some Breiden at Fehoko. No, I mean, he was chuckling because we've probably had this conversation 10 times at least since I've been on the show because – it's something that comes up regularly, some new kind of way we have to have it. So I appreciate him giving us another opportunity to have it and hearing his side of it. All right, the Lakers obviously had a big game. We mentioned earlier we're talking about Jaylen Brown, and things went wrong so much so that LeBron has some thoughts about the core of the team. We'll tell you what they are next. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
About Darren Peterson, Rob G, and
it's getting the issues are getting real with him. I mean, Bill Self, Rob G, he had been trying to, it's just a lot going on. He's trying to figure it out. And now Bill Self's had enough.
That's right. You guys talked about it with Matt Babcock in hour 2. If you missed it, check out the podcast. 23 games the Jayhawks have played this year. Darren Peterson, the best player on the team, arguably the best player in the upcoming NBA draft, has only played in 15 of them due to various...
Kyrie played in 11. Oh, I'm sorry.
You let me set it up, Rob. Due to various issues. He had an ankle issue. He had a hamstring issue. He had a flu issue. And
he had the flu.
Apparently,
you got one more time.
He's got a cramping issue. And of those 15, he only finished 12 of them. He left 3 early because of some sort of ailment, including last night. In a game that they won pretty handily, he was the best player on the floor by far, lit him up for 23 points in like 18 minutes, but he pulled himself early in the second half due to cramping, is what he said. Bill Self, to Kelvin's point, seemed a little miffed about it. Take a listen.
Well, we've had it more than a couple of times, and I didn't anticipate that tonight at all. I thought he was good to go, but obviously we only got 18 minutes out of him, and that's disappointing because he could have had a really big night. But one thing about it is it's happened often enough that our guys have learned to play without him, even though that's not the way we want to play. But that's certainly something that we're not unaccustomed to, right now.
I got one thing to say. Bill, sit yourself down.
Sit yourself down. First of all, you went on this trip, and Rob G, Monty, Alex, I don't even know who this guy sitting to my right is anymore. You come back, you're new, Robbie Cochran. You are public defender number 1. Usually, if I'm writing, I'm ripping. If I'm debating, I'm hating. I don't know who you are today. giving up all this love and you out here posting everybody's bail. Well, if he's hurt, he's cramping. LeBron got ridiculed. Other players get ridiculed for, I got a headache. Scottie Pippen still can't live down. He had a migraine.
I covered that game. I saw Scottie Pippen with the ice pack on his head.
And he had a migraine. Michael Jordan still won't let it go. And now this dude, and they show the video of him. He gets a bucket, and he turns around and he just points to the bench like, yeah, come get me. I got enough now. I'm going to play my little 18, 19 minutes. Get me out of here. This is crazy to me for multiple reasons. I get it. I've said it. I don't like the one and done. I wish he could have just gone straight to the NBA. You and I have said it. I've been screaming that for a decade and since I've been on this show.
This is what the players voted for
in the
CBA.
I know, and I don't like it because he has to now play this game where, all right, I'm going to show up just enough. I'm going to play just enough to remind these scouts that I'm good, show them that I'm a top 1, 2, 3 pick, and then I'm going to go sit out. And it's ruining it for his teammates, and that's what I don't like. This is the current process, Rob. It sucks. I hate it. You hate it. But this is what it is, so I don't like that now how he's playing it. Because to me, you had an opportunity to go to the G League. Okay, you can go overseas. You could just sit out a year and just sit up at some, training around the country and just wait till they come get you. But you chose to go to Kansas. You wanted to play. Play. Just play. Because what it concerns me of.
I would want the guy, don't get me wrong, I want the guy to play. But I dare those general managers who are going to, seriously, your job is to acquire talent for your team. If you pass on this kid who might be a little immature, might have the wrong people talking to him, you can't deny talent. You know what I mean? Like, there's a degree. Sure, there are guys who aren't as talented, who follow the rules, who are going to show up every day, but they're not good. They're okay. You know what I mean? But they're not good. I'm sorry. And I would hope that you could get that, but talking about it and keep doing the same thing, like, that's why Bill Self and that, we were expecting him to do this, and we've grown accustomed to just like that is him trying to make the kid feel guilty.
That's
what that conversation.
I'd rather you say, "Hey, I'm not going to play the rest of the year." Ain't that what Jaylen Johnson did of the Atlanta Hawks? He said, "No, I'll get somebody else to do it."
So if I'm a reporter there, and I'm not lying, you know I would. So Bill, why do you keep playing him? Bill, why don't you take him off the team?
And that's a fair question.
Bill, why don't you be the adult, and why don't you say, dude, this is not good enough for us. We need you. If you can't play, we would rather you not play at all.
And that's
Bill,
a fair
why?
question.
You know why they won't say that? Because they know how talented he is. Bill Self's trying to win a championship, and he knows he can't win one without that kid. That's my issue. Bill Self, be the bigger man. Be the man. Be the adult in the room. And if it bothers you that much, then tell that kid that he's not. Give me the uniform back. I don't want you. You can't play for this team if you can't give me and play all the time, or there's always an excuse. But they're not man enough to do that, to stand up to these kids. And instead he goes in front of the media and cries like a damn baby. I can't believe he won't play.
Boy,
and we were expecting them.
Whatever happened to forget the powers that be?
Baby talk.
Now it's Bill Self. It's Steve Ballmer and the Clippers. No personal accountability anymore. I don't even know who you are. What are you telling your mentees? Fox Sports Radio. Again, thank you to Breiden, Fehoko for joining us. Really good conversation. If you missed it or maybe caught a little bit of it, Rob G will have that up. That'll be up on the podcast as always. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Rob G, we were talking about earlier, Jaylen Brown and the Celtics come out here to L.A. to get a big win in the Lakers' house on the night in which, or the day in which, Pat Riley's being honored, got a statue. Rob was so happy to see it. Can Pat, that's the metric. Let's test the litmus test. Can Pat Riley get a statue? Pat Riley can get a statue, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I know you'd be mad at people getting statues.
I just think everybody's getting a statue, that's all.
All right, Pat Riley can get one. But on the night you thought you heard Big Game James. I don't know if you heard that, Rob G. Big Game James was not happy.
Nobody was happy. The Lakers sucked yesterday at the time they shouldn't have sucked. Shout out Ben Maller. That's one of his go-to quotes. They got their doors blown off by Boston in their home arena. After the game, both Luka and LeBron said, and quite succinctly, we're not there yet as a trio, talking specifically about the on-court chemistry between Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. Interesting, real quick, if we get your thoughts on it, guys. Everyone's focusing on that trio, and it hasn't been good. Minus 7.5 net rating.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron and Austin, minus 3.7. LeBron and Luka, minus 3.6. Also bad. However, Luka and Austin, plus 13.9. So is the problem all three of them, or is the problem King James?
Well, the problem is all 12 of them. The team it comprised is not good enough to really compete. But when you're talking about the big three, it's not good enough either. But I see the numbers in what you're saying with Luka and Austin Reeves, but Austin Reeves can't be your second best player on a championship team. He just can't. He's good. He's had a really good season. I think he's good to have on your team. I think a lot of people would love to have him. He can't. You're not going to win a championship if Austin Reeves is your second best player, especially with the way in which Luka plays. Let me also add to that, meaning you can't have two guys who Austin gives effort on defense. He's just not good. Luka is effortless.
It's funny now, like all the Luka stuff and all the Lakers, this and that. Now people watch him closely. It don't feel the same.
Well, you can't because they have to wait till this LeBron experiment goes. Meaning,
but I'm just saying,
because then you can build around, and then you can say, look.
Still, you look at Luka and you can see some of the stuff that people don't like about his game. For as much as he scores, you know what I mean? And his talent.
He's a liability on defense, and he's always. And one thing I'll give you credit for, while he's incredible, we know he could really drop 70 tonight or something. He's just that good offensively. He is an older 26. So
what was I saying the whole time? I said he had a 25-year-old, but he had a 35-year-old body.
Right. So the reason where I'm going with that is you have to have dependability. So pairing him with LeBron, who at this point in age, he can't be. He's 41 with really like 4 additional years on his body. And then Austin Reeves, who's been down this year. So if for them, they played now 12 games together. So they just don't have chemistry. They don't have it, and they don't have enough young horses to keep that energy up. So when those guys aren't playing great defense, they're not moving the ball around because they don't have any chemistry because they haven't played together, it's not a winning formula against really good teams. And to Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics credit, they're a really good team.
Yeah.
They haven't had any chance to get chemistry. Even the chemistry I think they can get, it's not going to translate on the defensive end or the fast break points or anything like that.
I just think it's just an excuse to make an excuse on why they're not playing well. And it more is centered around what you just said. They don't play defense. And against good teams, they're not going to be good teams when you have 3 statues standing out there.
And easy points. It's never when you play good defense, it gets you turnovers or just a bad shot from the team that gets you out. Everything is Luka-centric, ball-centric, LeBron ball-centric, or Austin. There's no quick ball movement. There's no fast break points that gets the crowd going, changes the momentum. It's all slow-paced. Hopefully Luka, hopefully LeBron, or hopefully Austin can get it.
I thought J.J. Redick was a genius. I thought he was going to be coach of the year and all this other stuff. What happened to all that?
It's still early. The streets says.
Yeah, okay. Well, what happened to all that? J.J. Redick.
Yeah, you know, I
didn't
get a chance to prove it. I'm like, why is everybody? Why of all people does he get second chances and other chances?
I'm just saying, like everybody was all on the J.J. Redick and look at the season and Luka looks great. Go back. I want people to go back and look at that stuff.
Are they still 5th seed right now? 5th in the West? Yeah, still 5th in the West. But they have to find a way, one game out of third. This bunched up from 3 to 10.
They just doesn't feel good. I mean, you can look at that and say how close. They just don't.
Because they have to find a defensive and effort every night, and they don't have that every single night. And that's their challenge right now, along with the fact that they've only played 12 games together, their core 3. I mean, you're trying to get that chemistry heading into April. They better figure out a way to get it.
It's actually a bonus that they've only played 12 games together.
We are Fox Sports.
The Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it.
Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with one and a half of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not going to see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm going to go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
I'm just trying to give you something spooky. I'll do for you. I'm just trying to give you something. Something spooky, I'll do for you. I'm just trying to give you something.
The Sacramento Kings have lost 16 games in a row, but lead late first half at Memphis right now, 58-55. Late third quarter at Detroit, the Spurs, who've won 8 in a row, are winning again, 81-72 over the Pistons. And in about a half an hour, it'll be Utah at Houston. Dylan Brooks of the Suns will reportedly miss 4 to 6 weeks with his broken hand. Top 25 matchup in college hoops at North Carolina right now. Tar Heels holding on against Louisville, 74-69, just under a minute minute to go. About to start, number 5 Houston at 14th ranked Kansas. Duke is number 1 in the new polls. The NHL is still off for the Olympic break. The Dallas Cowboys say they're leaning toward franchise tagging wide receiver George Pickens. The Falcons are expected to tag tight end Kyle Pitts. The Patriots cut running back Antonio Gibson, and Chargers center Bradley Bozeman retired. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 here on the Odd Couple on a
what you gonna see in your face?
Magic City Monday. Is that what today is? I don't even know what day
it is. That's what happens when you're getting ready to go again.
I'm already on.
I never take days off, Rob G, except I've taken 20 already in 2026.
But this is for a good cause for the students, for the kids.
Listen, I don't mind. I like it. You're a human. You have stuff to do. You have a place to go.
I was really, really, torn last week, and I didn't feel
in
like
between sips.
Yeah, just I did have a lot of wine, but I still felt guilty.
You might not ever go back to wine country and not bring me back a bottle just for keepsake.
I remember that. I'm gonna go back, no doubt about it. But it is the Odd Couple, hour number 3. A lot to get to.
Oh,
and don't forget, with the iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. Catch us and all of the Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app and stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of the presets in the iHeartRadio app, so it'll always pop up to the top of your screen. Don't forget Rick Kamla. Kamla, host of Beyond the Surface for X-Raid Sports.
Make sure you said raid.
X-Rated. R-A-Y-E-D.
It does say Y on there.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a T? See?
And
T?
Yeah, it is a T.
That's
and I'm
why I
thinking
read
you
it
didn't
that
want to
way.
say X-rated. It's X. That's why I'm over here like, yeah, what did it say the raid?
That's why I said rated. I mean,
No, that's my bad.
Okay, there's a typo in there.
I let you down on that one.
All right.
Well, I didn't know where. I thought we were trying to keep our jobs. Now it is X-rated. Okay.
That's coming up in about 27 minutes, plus a little last call, all that, and much more. So a lot to get to here in hour number 3. Rob G, Pat Riley is about 95 years. I don't know how old Pat Riley is.
Hey, but he deserves that statue, right, Rob?
Right, you do agree on that.
I mean, if you could get a press box, he could at least get a
He can
statue.
get a statue. Come on now.
Come on, man. Let him get
Was
one.
it good to get 4 championships with him?
How many Hall of Fames you win, Rob? He can get one. Let him get one.
Okay.
All right.
It pained him to do it,
But
Rob G, I guess.
but apparently, I mean, no matter how many statues you put,
he wanted more.
There's other stuff there that doesn't add up.
That's big facts because
80 years old, by the way. 80.
Damn.
It sounds.
What are you, Kevin Hart?
No, he looks good for being 80.
No, he looks good,
He looks good.
but he doesn't sound good.
No.
I'm just telling you.
We'll let you hear what he said. And you
Every
tell me
hour,
if you agree
the
with
call wasn't good. Pat Riley don't sound good. What else was another one that didn't do good?
So
crying.
Pat Riley got a statue, right, at Crypto.com before the Lakers' ugly loss of the
Does
Celtics.
it include wrinkles? I just want to know.
Oh, God. Is it a Marnie suit? You jealous about
Yes,
that?
I am.
That ain't going to wrinkle.
Yeah. So afterwards, he met with the media. And, of course, LeBron played for the Lakers. LeBron played for the Miami Heat when Pat Riley was there. And he was asked about the Heatles, the big three, Miami, LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Bosh, and whether or not he felt like they let some meat on the bone there in Miami. Take a listen.
It's official. Pat Riley senile. Okay? Pat Riley, we want to play this for you because this was LeBron when he got to Miami.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5,
not 6,
not 7. And when I say that, I really believe it. You know, I'm not just up here blowing smoke at none of these fans because that's not what I'm about.
The idea that Pat Riley, I know he's 80. I'm going to cut him just a little bit of slack.
Can he get a little bit?
Just a little bit. Okay? But the idea of, like, there was going to be some dynasty there if he stayed. Does he remember a couple things? First of all, they gave up a championship to a Dallas team that had no business beating them.
They shouldn't have lost that one.
Then, don't forget, the Spurs dismantled them when they lost that one, so they won 2 out of 4. If you think that was great when you put together such a team and came away with 2 championships out of 4, and don't forget, if it wasn't for Ray Allen, and I'm going to bring it up, they would be 1-3. Half the fans at the arena, where were they, Kelvin? They were outside.
Headed to the car and said, "Let us back in."
They were outside banging on the door to get back in because they thought they lost that one. Go back and watch the video. Pat Riley, when LeBron took his headband off and was almost in tears because he thought they had lost it. They brought the ropes out in the trophy. Do you remember?
They did.
And Ray Allen hit a miracle shot. They wound up winning that and winning that championship, and that saved what they had going. There's no way you can look at that and think that was good. At the very least, Kelvin, they'd have to win 3 in a row to do something special. How few teams have won 3 in a row with the team that they had? Am I right?
No, you're right.
LeBron was saying, not 2, not 3, not 4. He wouldn't do
4,
that.
5.
He wasn't joking. They thought when they put that team together, they were going to run off 5 or 6 in a row. Who was going to beat them in the East? They were going to go to the finals every year. It's like the Patriots playing in the AFC East, AFC least. That's what the East was when they put together that team in Miami. Nobody was going. LeBron went to the finals, 10 years in a row or whatever? Dude. And the idea that they only got 2 championships out of that, lost to an inferior Dallas team, and got bulldozed by the Spurs.
Oh, Spurs, they were on a mission. They weren't losing to nobody.
And they nearly lost that other one to the Spurs. Kawhi missed a free throw. Manu Ginobili missed a couple free throws. Like, they were on the cusp of being 1-3 with 4 straight trips to the NBA Finals. So, no, Pat Riley, him sticking around didn't mean you were going to have some dynasty going on, because what you had done was mid at best. I call it underachieving. That team underachieved that they couldn't put together 3 championships in a row.
Well, I think you're overselling the like what they could have done. I think going at 4 and winning 2 was fine. You wanted more, but if I told you to win 2 out of 4 and you go 4 straight, that's insane.
No, it's not. Not when that Dallas team. Not when they lose to Jason Terry and
if you're talking about blemishes on LeBron's career,
Come on,
if there's
man.
a this, if there's a that, if there's a this, if there's a that, that's number one. Because even if they say they lost, it's how they went out, and specifically him, how he went out in a loss. So I'm with you on that. Here's a couple of things I got to add to Pat Riley. I'm going to work backwards here to the most important. Number one, Dwayne Wade's decline was epic. From there on, Dwayne Wade's decline after the year after that LeBron left, he played one more All-Star year with the Heat. After that, 59 games, 3 games, 3 games, 0 game, 2 games. He played a combined 8 games after the 2017 season. You heard what I just said to you? 8 games Dwayne Wade played. Or I'm sorry, not 8 games. He only started 8 games for the next handful of years, meaning he wasn't the Dwayne Wade you thought. Also, Chris Bosh had blood clot issues. Like, are we forgetting?
Well, that's why I said he's officially senile.
Yeah, we're forgetting Chris Bosh had blood clot, and we ain't seen him since. And on the basketball court, I hope he's doing amazing in life, but I'm saying on a basketball court. So Dwayne Wade starts 8 games for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years after the next one more year he was still solid. And then after that, Chris Bosh is having blood clots. And I would argue, believe it or not, Rob, because we saw LeBron in the East, if you can get him another player, he can get you to the finals. More than anything, why it wouldn't have worked is because of Pat Riley. Pat Riley and LeBron James would not work because what comes with LeBron is a lot of concessions. Hey, I'm going to do this. Hey, I'm going to bring that. Hey, draft that guy. I ain't saying you should. This is my team. Can they come on this is my guys, my whole crew. Pat Riley didn't like the entourage. Pat Riley didn't like all of this. Pat Riley didn't want LeBron. He was mad after a loss or something. Remember, he said we can't have chocolate chips on the cookies.
LeBron was mad that he wouldn't fire Eric Spoelstra.
He wouldn't fire Eric Spoelstra.
And look at Eric Spoelstra, still
a great coach. And we couldn't. And then they got into beef. And they say the final straw was that LeBron couldn't have his cookies on the plane because Pat Riley was particular about weight and body fat percentage and all that, and giving you privileges. That would not have worked. What LeBron was expecting, especially now that he's a 2-time champion, meaning now I have that thing that you can't say, well, he's good, but he didn't have a championship. I have a couple rings. I'm the face of the league. I'm MVPs, and you don't want to give me this. We can't talk about that. You don't want to concede here. Pat Riley is known for being a stickler, not budging. Those two would not have worked more than anything because even if Dwayne Wade declined, even with Chris Bosh health issues, LeBron James was in his prime that if you would have paired him with another all-star, a la Kyrie Irving, you go straight back to 4 finals. But more than anything, Pat Riley and LeBron would not have worked. They would have clashed, and it would just not – one of them would have had to concede. One of them had to retire, Pat Riley, I'm just done with this. Or LeBron would say,
ain't going nowhere.
That's my point. He's a made man in Miami.
Him and Eric Spoelstra. Where are they
that's
going?
What I'm saying. So
they
then LeBron would have
won
left.
anything in a long time. Let's just be honest. I know they've been to the finals a couple times.
But I'm saying LeBron would have left inevitably, in my opinion, because he and Pat Riley, it just wouldn't have worked. Like the not yielding anything, and Pat Riley was no. You listen to Magic Johnson tell stories. Kareem, we couldn't do this. We couldn't have parents. The only time a parent got to fly was when they had this crushing loss to the Celtics in the finals, and he let Kareem's father ride with him, and that was the only time they all looked like, oh, what? So my point is, Pat Riley, even when he was coming up as a coach, let alone now as a president and a made man, he ain't conceded to nobody. Him and LeBron would not have worked.
If you remember the reason that Tim Duncan didn't go to Orlando with Grant Hill.
Because they would not let his father fly.
And Tracy McGrady was his wife.
His wife fly.
That was it. They were like, no family on the flight.
And I think Doc got that from Pat.
Right.
There's this weird, that's my point. When you get superstars, specifically in the NBA, but you have to make it. You gotta massage the relationship and all that. And Pat ain't that guy. And I just don't think it would have worked. So, like I said, Dwayne Wade never was the same after that. Chris Bosh had health issues, and more importantly than anything, I just don't think at that point where LeBron was face of the league, now a 2-time champion, Mr. Everything, him and Pat Riley would not have worked, in my opinion, much longer.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. I want to hear from you on this one, definitely. And do you believe the Heat would have been a dynasty if LeBron would have stayed, or has Pat Riley gone senile? Because I'm going for the latter, I'll tell you that. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, it is the Odd Couple.
Senile.
Where we deliver insight, not noise.
That's right.
Right here on Fox Sports Radio, or Nursemaid, right here. Stick and stay.
Unless you bullying your age mate in the US of A.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. This is something the NBA All-Star Weekend happened. Some people overall, I think, Rob G, would you say the sentiment was like, all right, better? That was pretty much mine. It wasn't, oh my gosh, this was an instant classic. It was just like, good. What The only thing you should be doing is trying to trend better and better and getting better. And I thought they did a good job of that. I thought the three-point contest with Dame coming out of retirement, I thought the All-Star game in particular, seeing a guy, Ephraim, who never is spotlight guy, and Kawhi, taking action, wanting the ball, dunking on people, hitting threes, 31 of the 48 points. I thought that was good. But now NBC said, we already working on 2027, Rob G.
That's right. The consensus was the All-Star game was awesome. All-Star Saturday night, not so much. Dunk contest was terrible. Shout out Jackson Hayes. Jace Richardson may have got a concussion on his dunk attempt.
At least he attempted to do something crazy. Jackson Hayes just did the most basic game dunk.
Dame Lillard, who won the three-point contest, hasn't played it all this season. People have said about that. So NBC's like, you know what? We fixed the All-Star game. Let's work on Saturday night. We are going to pitch to the NBA, which is, they've already confirmed this. They're asking the NBA to add a 1v1 and a 2v2 tournament to All-Star Saturday night.
My only concern, Ephraim, I like the thought process. I like the attempts. I like the trying thing. Here's my concern. You know this. The reason why guys don't want to do the dunk contest is because I don't want to look crazy. I'm already a star. What advantage do I have? What if I lose? There's nothing to gain. Then I for daggone sure don't think guys are going to want to get cooked up one-on-one with everybody watching. I respect the sentiment. I think a lot of people watch this stuff on Ball is Life and all this stuff on YouTube. You go in a barbershop, it's already up on YouTube. People are watching these guys play 2-on-2, 1-on-1, 3-on-3. But it's almost like a fun social media novelty, not for the professionals like that. And I just think guys would not want to get put on blast. And Edwards wouldn't want to get cooked up by Cade Cunningham in their minds. Oh, my gosh, everybody's going to laugh at me, ridicule me. What's the gain? I think it'd be a blast. I think we would enjoy it. I think it would add that extra because you got to play.
Right. Yeah.
And I think this
can't hide.
Exactly. Can't hide. I think it'll be a good thing I think they don't understand how much the fan would actually appreciate. Like, wow, y'all really went at it, win or lose. But I think everyone is so brand-minded. My brand would take a hit if I get cooked up. What if it's to 11 and I get smoked, 11-3 and everybody. The brands have ruined the competitiveness of things. They're just going out and doing it because, hey, it'd be fun. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try. Everyone is brand-minded. Everyone's what's in it for me to gain or how much can I lose, and then it's not worth it. But I do like NBC already today looking at things so that they're not throwing something together last minute. They're saying, all right, because that way they can go up to Cade, go up to Ant and say, hey, what do you think guys think about this? Would you play? Would you participate? So that way they can have some intel now versus trying to throw something together last minute.
Yeah, I think kudos for the players playing hard in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole three-point contest with Damian Lillard, who I'm a Dame fan, just not a fan of someone not playing and participating in.
Is that an indictment to them?
What I'm saying is, if you're not going to play this year, then you shouldn't be in the All-Star festivities. Period.
Or y'all should beat them.
I just don't think it's right. I think it sends the wrong message for a player to come in and just do that thing and then just go back to wherever he was. What it was. It just doesn't make sense.
That's actually hilarious.
So you mean all these guys who've been playing and doing all this and in shape and all of that, and Dame just came from the crib and walked you guys down, and then now he going back to the crib. I just think it sends the wrong message, number one. The dunk contest, the only way to fix the dunk contest is to actually have players in the dunk contest who people know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I shout out to Keyshawn Johnson because he's an Aztec.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
San Diego State. I knew him. No one else did. And that's why viewers weren't watching.
Yeah.
That's why no one cares. No one cares that Chase Richardson is in the dunk contest and his dad had won it, and Jackson Hayes should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah.
But dunk contest never goes well for anyone 6'11" or above.
Except Dwight.
Dwight Howard, and that was different. But anybody else, even Sean Kemp had a tough time, and he laid down like a bird.
Yeah.
And jumped from the dotted line. I mean, Jackson Hayes did an in-game dunk. Where was Matt McClung when you needed him?
Well, he dropped his on YouTube.
Right?
Fox Sports Radio, it's the Odd Couple. He is Rob. I'm Kelvin on a Magic City Monday. Rick Kamla getting ready to join us here in about 8 minutes or so. Host of Beyond the Surface for X-Rated Sports. We'll talk to him about what's happening in the association.
I always think of Kennedy whenever I hear his name. Oh, that's Camelot. I'm sorry.
That's Camelot. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
What is that, in the Commonwealth?
Yeah, in the Commonwealth. Thank you, Andre.
Yeah, in the Commonwealth.
Here in the Commonwealth.
Here in the Commonwealth. All right. Also, YouTube, we're on it now. Shout out to all you in the YouTubians and the Odd Mob. We appreciate you.
They have
Odd
no
Couple
love
FSR.
for me, the Odd Mob.
Yes,
I don't know.
do.
They used to love me.
They do
now,
love you. They just roast a little bit. But
they're indifferent with me now.
you remember when you were a little kid, like the girl that you used to hit and pull her ponytails? That was the one you liked?
Yes, her name was Giggy.
Is that where we got the giggly from?
Yes, Giggy. I still remember her.
Okay, now I need answers. Hold on. What is Gig? What?
That was her name, Giggy. That was
Where
my
is she
crush.
from? Like,
it was one summer when I was like 9
Okay.
or 10 years old. She
Okay.
came to visit her aunt and stayed in the neighborhood. It was the summer. I just couldn't stop thinking about Giggy.
You can remember that far back?
Wow.
Well, let's stay with Gig.
Your first like love. Yes, I was like I was smitten by
Let,
her.
I know you look
You know
like
how
you still
that is
are.
when
Let's stay there for a minute.
No,
Did you ever Google her? Once Google became a thing?
No, because I didn't really know. I didn't know her last name.
So it was just one summer of Giggy.
One summer of Giggy, and I was just.
Did you ever get a little hug or something? How old are we?
10, 11. You know, I was like.
Did you get a little shoo up hug or I only have eyes? Did you get one of those little moments?
I think I wanted a kiss. I don't think I got one. You know, we were close. We were.
Shoo up.
I should have looked at her in her eyes.
Stayed up night. You
Yes.
snuck out the house, got on your little bike to ride her. I know the vibes.
It was definitely.
I know the vibes. I was there back in the day.
Yeah, it was one of those. You know that puppy love. Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah. You can't.
It was
tell you
beautiful, and it
nothing.
was a summer. And when she went back home, I was like,
Wait. So we never saw her again?
I felt the void. Never saw her again.
Look at this. The summer love right now. And there she was. This sounds like an intro to a movie. She turned around, and I'd never seen something so beautiful in my life. Hi, I'm Giggy.
Hey, Giggy.
And I said, giggity. And she laughed at my joke. And we held hands all summer long. Did you buy her ice cream?
Now I'm hurt.
Did you buy her ice cream?
We went to the corner store and bought a fruit drink for a nickel back in those days.
About that.
A nickel?
Yeah, you did that
Inflation.
yourself. Was it wooden?
This was the 70s. This was the 70s. Are you kidding? All right.
I was rock.
We didn't have money, right? We didn't have money. All right.
Shekels or something. I didn't know where far back we was going.
877-99 on Fox.
Shout out to Giggy, wherever she may be.
The bottom line is, Pat Riley, is he senile or is he right that the Heatles would have been a dynasty had LeBron stuck around and not bounced? Let's go to MJ in New Orleans. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, MJ?
What's good with it? What's happening with my Beignet brothers, man?
Beignet.
On Magic City Monday, man.
What up, our Beignet triplet?
You know
What's
what?
up, brother?
Giggy could have been dancing like 20 years
If
later.
only you could have saved her, right?
Right.
She had to go the other way.
Come on, man. All right. First of all, it was the Eastern Conference featuring the Chicken Hawks, the Baby Raptors, and the Geriatric Celtics. Not one, but two. Losing two equals 50% in Wade County, even with two other All-Stars. Losing to Dirk after they clowned him. Let's not forget that.
They did.
Then losing again to the Spurs by NBA Finals record.
Yep.
And then Pat Riley took him cookies. You know, like Bernie Mac said, took him cookies. So now I don't think it would have went further with that. And that was prior to the so-called D-Wade with the bad knees, prior to the blood clots with Bosh. So if he would have stayed, who knows? But, LeBron likes his way. Pat Riley runs the certain system, and they were playing the so-called LeBron system. So now I don't think it would have worked out.
LeBron knew what he was doing. It wouldn't work. He wasn't going to win there with those guys. Are you kidding? He bounced.
But I thought LeBron was the GOAT. He was the chosen one. So, Rob, what are you saying, man?
He wasn't winning with them, and that's why he saw that young. He said, "Man, y'all see that young point guard over there with back in Cleveland? Let me go back and play with Kyrie. Who they about to draft? Andrew Wiggins? Nah, go get Kevin Love, and I'll come back."
877-99 on Fox. What about Steve in Chicago? Steve, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, buddy? How are you, Steve?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Doing well, brother. Thank you.
So I don't agree with the precipitous fall off of Dwayne Wade. I mean, he started he played like 2 more seasons in Miami, started over 60 games. Then came to Chicago and started over 60 games. He averaged 18 points, 19 points, and 21 points in those 3 years. So I don't feel like it's because Dwayne Wade fell off. I mean, obviously LeBron didn't think he could win, but I mean that's LeBron's because he's not the GOAT. I mean, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Well,
what are you saying?
You think LeBron? I think LeBron thought that D Wade was like he couldn't win with him.
Yo, I think he saw that early.
Right,
and that might have been used against him. You know how you had those intimate conversations with your best
Steve,
friend. Hey man, my knees are
But
messed
that's
up.
what I'm saying. He had 3 more years where he was putting up at least 18 points after LeBron left.
Okay, I think you're overselling D Wade for what we saw from him, and I think he saw I get what you're saying. I'm not saying D Wade was a bum, but I think he saw a young Kyrie Irving, and he said, with some young knees, I'm gonna go with that. And remember, Cleveland had the number 1 pick too, so he knew that he could force his hand for them to go get Kevin Love, who was just putting up stupid, crazy numbers in Minnesota to no avail. So I'm not saying
100%. He decided to hitch his wagon so somebody else can help him get a title.
Yes.
And if you remember, I'll never forget it. When LeBron wrote his letter, right? He didn't even mention the first overall pick. Do you remember that when they decided to get Kevin Love?
Yeah.
Who was the
Andrew Wiggins?
Wiggins.
Yeah.
When he talked about like Wiggins was missing in that about coming to Cleveland.
He knew what it was.
Yeah,
he knew what it was.
He knew the deal. Wiggins wasn't mentioned.
Did Lee Jenkins wrote right there?
But why wouldn't you mention the first overall pick?
Because he don't exist.
Okay, he knew he wasn't gonna be there.
What you mean? Why am I mentioning that? We knew that wasn't existing. All right, on the way, Rick Kamla, host of Beyond the Surface for X-Rated Sports.
Kamla.
We'll talk to him in a moment. Right now, Steve DeSager getting you caught up on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey there, great matchup in the NBA tonight. The Spurs, who've won 8 in a row, are leading at Detroit 97-85 with about 7 minutes left. 25 points for Devin Vassell. Sacramento's lost 16 in a row, but is winning at Memphis right now, mid-third quarter, 77-72. Coming up in just a few minutes, Utah at Houston. Jaylen Brown of the Celtics is questionable for Tuesday with a bruised knee. Oklahoma City center Chet Holmgren is questionable with back spasms. Kevin Durant says he plans to play in the Olympics again in L.A. in 2028. To college basketball, number 5 Houston underway, leading 13-7 early at 14th ranked Kansas. Number 18, North Carolina got a home win, holding on 77-74 over number 24 Louisville. Duke is number 1 in the new polls. Arizona up to number 2. Michigan fell to number 3. Duke beat Michigan last Saturday. In the women's basketball poll, the top 5 stayed the same, led by unanimous number 1 UConn, which is 29-0. Connecticut's coach Gino Auriemma has his team ranked for a record 655th time in his career. The Dallas Cowboys say they're leaning toward franchise tagging wide receiver George Pickens. The Falcons are expecting to tag tight end Kyle Pitts. The Patriots cut running back Antonio Gibson. He's still rehabbing a torn ACL. Chargers center Bradley Bozeman retired. Washington re-signed offensive lineman Andrew Wiley. Tigers pitcher Tarek Skubal says he'll make only 1 start for Team USA at next month's World Baseball Classic. Today in his spring debut, 2 scoreless innings for him, 4 strikeouts in a loss to Minnesota 3-0. And Floyd Mayweather will fight Manny Pacquiao in September at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Back to you.
Steve, thank you so much. It's the Odd Couple. Rob and Kelvin on a Magic City Monday. And, of course, we were just talking about this just here moments ago. I think LeBron, we were just talking about a little bit off the air, too. LeBron saw Kyrie, saw a young Kyrie who was getting better and better, and he saw, man, if I can go get with this guy, go get Kevin Love, and have a new shot in the East where, again, it wasn't crazy loaded. And then, what did he run out? 4 straight final appearances with them going up against the Warriors. So, yeah, it I absolutely saw that. And Pat Riley, I think, is underselling how stringent he has been.
And how that wasn't going to work.
It
This
just
whole
wasn't
idea that, they're going to, it would have been nice. We'd have had 1 6 champion. No, you would not have.
First of all, you had
Barely
Showtime
won those
Lakers.
2.
Showtime Lakers were insane. They went to 9, I believe, in the 80s and won 5. So, like, the idea that they were going to be better than that is asking a lot. Which, that is crazy, by the way, that the Lakers completely just dominated the whole decade. To go to 9 finals or something in like a 11-year, 12-year span is absolutely crazy.
Well, just look at the NBA. That's the history of it. Look at the Celtics. I mean, the Celtics during their day, they went to the championship all the time.
Yeah. Well, you know who knows a little bit about all this good stuff we're talking about in the NBA? Rick Kamla does, host of Beyond the Surface for X-Rated Sports. Rick, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's happening? How are you?
What's up, fellas? This game is awesome, huh?
Well, yeah, but I'm watching online, unfortunately, Rick, right now. I can't see it out. Yeah. Rick, give me your Peacock password so I can log in real quick.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Send me that. Did I say that over there? Oops, my bad. Well, tell us what, man, start there, though. We just got the update, obviously, from Steve here. Two of the best teams in the NBA, hottest teams right now, and kind of mirror images of the last few years been rough for both, and then now they're both competing and being really good. What are you liking right now from this game and more or less from both teams?
Yeah, you know what's cool is that Detroit has been to the playoffs, but this group hasn't won a playoff series together. The Spurs haven't been to the playoffs, so, of course, they haven't won a playoff series together. But the Spurs and Pistons are my NBA Finals right now. And I know that's probably
that's
never
prisoner of
happened
the moment.
before.
Are you kidding, Rick? Really?
Yeah, really. I'm telling you, the San Antonio Spurs are going to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder if they play in the playoffs. OKC has been – it's been a revolving door of injuries, and it feels like a Clippers team where it's like, oh, yeah, we'll be fine. We just get to the playoffs. But they have no continuity, no chemistry, and it fizzles. And I'm not saying OKC is going out in the first round. What I'm saying is we already know that San Antonio is an absolute buzzsaw for them. And I think San Antonio is more hungry than OKC is. OKC is satiated. They just got one last year. So, yes, I'm picking San Antonio to knock off OKC. Detroit has proven that they're better than New York. Cleveland's fraudulent. I think Boston,
use one of your words.
Tatum back is a big-time
It's funny.
factor,
The
but I got
Pistons beat
Spurs and Pistons.
the Pistons beat the Knicks 3 times last year and lost in the playoffs, didn't they? I mean, are you really
totally.
are you putting all that stock into that? The Pistons are going to go from a team that's won 2 playoff games in 15 years to the NBA Finals?
That's what I'm saying, because you saw it tonight. Cade Cunningham shoving Castle to the floor. Kelvin comes over, and Jaylen Brown acts like, Kelvin Johnson, was talking about his mom. And I say that sarcastically, but they're like so on edge. They're so hungry. They're so aggressive. They're so nasty. Like, they've got the most nasty in the entire NBA. That's why they're punking the New York Knicks right now. And you've got, look, Rob, Cade has gone from an all-star to an MVP candidate. Jaylen Brown's gone from you're a double-double, but I need so much more to, bam, he's an all-star. Oscar Thompson is better. Like, a multitude of players on that team are better. Dennis Jenkins. Ron Holland's flirting with the double-double tonight. So they're a way better team than they were
Are they
last
winning?
No, they're not winning tonight because the team that's going to win the championship, the San Antonio Spurs, is doing what they do. I mean, you've got all 5 starters in doubles, good contributions off the bench, and Devin Vassell's having a kick-ass night and lifting everybody up.
Well, also, you left out Cade Cunningham is 5 of 25. Ooh! That is awful. That doesn't help. 5 of 25 is crazy.
There's your MVP in the big game against the Spurs, 5 for 25.
That's
that one first place MVP vote they just took back.
They might for a day. For a day, they might.
5 for 25, Rob G in the big spot. That was the big game. Okay.
They're still in it. They're only down 11 with 4 minutes.
You guys, they got dogs on San Antonio. Champagny can guard, Fox can guard, Vassell can guard. I mean, specifically Castle and Cade have been going at it like shield and sword all night. But the Spurs guy, Dylan Harper, can guard. They got a bunch of guys that can guard, man. They make it tough on guys like Cade, who just went 17 of 34 against the New York Knicks.
Well, you know what, Rick? That leads me to this question here. Rick Kamla on with the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. The concept of we were just talking about the story about the Heatles and how Pat Riley thought they should have had more rings, so on and so forth. One of the things that we've seen, and I've been talking to Rob about this, is we're seeing a lot more of this. Just get a bunch of young guys early who can play, they're fast, they're hungry, they play great defense, and you're kind of seeing the guys. They don't have a bunch of star names. You mentioned all those names of the Spurs. You mentioned those names on the Pistons. You look at the Thunder.
Wemby's not a star.
Of course, Wemby.
Oh,
And just
okay.
like Pat, you got to have somebody's going to be a star on the
Okay,
team. I'm
all
saying
right.
you don't have a bunch of them. Gone are the days of having 4 or 5 stars. You're just seeing a bunch of scrappy dudes. Is that kind of the makeup of the NBA now, where you just got a bunch of guys who I call it the line shift, where we bring in 2 or 3 guys at a time and just say, hey, give me the best 5 minutes that you can, and I'll bring in another 3?
It's a phenomenal question, and the answer is yes, because with the second apron issue and first apron issue, you can't have 3 max players anymore. That's why if LeBron wants to go back to the Lakers, you're going to have Luka, and Reeves is going to get a whole bunch of money, and LeBron can't make a whole bunch of money if he wants to stay there. Frankly, LeBron can't make top dollar if he wants to play anywhere. Like, he's got to play at like 25 or 30, like, kind of that second tier of like big money, but you're not making the big money. Because the second apron just forces teams to operate that way. So, yes, you have to build a crew. You have to be deep. And the Spurs are brilliant. Of course, they always are. You need to be great at guard in the NBA right now. You got to be able to guard, and you got to be able to score and be dynamic and athletic and extra and ultra, and not just good, but great. And have a multitude of that, right? And shot makers, and then you got Wemby. And Cornette's a good backup big, and you guys know that, but, I mean, you got Wemby. I mean, the sky's the limit, dude. I mean, he's looking up at Wilt going, okay. He's looking up at Jordan going, okay, and I can't wait to watch what happens, man.
Yeah.
How about Jaylen Brown season? When you think about most people wrote off the Celtics as this was going to be a lost season, and they weren't going to be a factor along with Indiana, and instead they were in the mix. He's having a great year, and they're only 3 games off of where they were a year ago, when they had Jason Tatum. Just your thoughts on the Celtics.
He's number 2 on my MVP ballot right now. I want to give you – I love Jaylen Brown. I've been telling people for years, as the Batman, he is a 50-win player and at least a second-round player. And then with Tatum, of course, it stacks the deck pretty favorably for them. I'm working at NBA TV back in the day. I'm in the makeup room. Jalen's on with us that night. He comes in with, a buddy or whatever. And I go, Jaylen, hey, man, Rick Kamla, big fan. He's like, hey, man, what's up? I'm like, dude, I see you being an all-star in like 3 or 4 years. And he grimaced, and he said it's going to happen way sooner than that. Okay, so and he was like kind of steely about it, and we had a good night on the air and that kind of thing. But that lets you know that Jaylen is one of the true badasses in the NBA right now. I'm a big fan. He's number 2 on my list.
Yeah, I was telling Rob, we were having just a debate. I said I got Cade over him, but he's had a phenomenal season. And a caller said something, I was echoing that. He's actually been kind of underrated the last 3 to 4 years, where he doesn't get picked for the Olympic team. He's kind of not mentioned in certain things, and he's been just really good for the last handful of years. So it's good to see him getting his just due. What about the last one for me? What about the Knicks? Where are we? This is supposed to be their season. This is supposed to be where they get to the finals. But I hear you talking about the Pistons. You're talking about the Celtics. I would imagine maybe you said Cleveland's fraudulent, but where are the Knicks for you right now?
Fraudulent since they got James Harden as well. They've actually been winning.
They what 6-1 now with him, I believe.
Regular season, clap, 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 clap.
You've seen this before, huh?
Look, I believe Donovan Mitchell is a championship Robin. Okay, if you get him with the right Batman, it's on and popping. But James Harden is going to choke in a Game 5 or a Game 6 or a Game 7. It's all going to fizzle again. And Cleveland lacks dog. They lack toughness. They lack heart. They lack intangibles. They're super, super talented. But to the Knicks, I totally disagreed with firing Tom Thibodeau and hiring Mike Brown. The Knicks, to me, statistically, the numbers look good. They're slightly better than Tibbs last year offensively and defensively. I get that. When I watched the team, the eye test is a fail for me versus what I saw last. Guys, Pat's best year of his career was with Tibbs because Pat kind of needs a boot in his butt. You know what I mean? And Tibbs provides that.
Yeah, but wait a minute. But Rick, but Tibbs last year, after beating the Celtics, they blew a 14-point lead with 2 minutes to go at home. They didn't show up for Game 2, right, to get back in the series. and they lost a series that people thought after they beat the Celtics they were going to the finals. Like that was an epic fail, and I think that's why Tibbs got fired. You didn't think that after they beat the Celtics they were going to win, and to lose a game like they lost to Indiana at home in Game 1, where they dominated that game almost the entire game, and to give that game up and then not respond at home, that was a fail for me.
Well, I look at it this way. I give the Pacers credit, and I think the Pacers validated that we got to look at that a little differently by the fact that they went to Game 7 against OKC, and if Hallie doesn't blow a tire, maybe they win the championship.
Yeah, but the only problem is no one had ever lost a lead like that. It was like 1,155 games to 0. No one had ever lost a game like that up by 14 with 2.5 minutes to go.
So, but then you could look at Indiana and go, they're the first team to ever do that. You can look at it the other ways. That's one of those, like we did it, do you credit this team for the win or blame this team for the loss? I mean, it's a very good debate, but I'm a Tibbs guy, dude, and I think this team needs a hard-ass coach. They're a hard-ass team, and I think they've lost their edge a little bit under Mike Brown. And, guys, I've worked with Mike Brown. I love Mike Brown. I want Mike Brown to lead the Knicks to the championship. But I think this team, this group of players requires a hard-ass coach. They responded to Tibbs. They went to pretty big heights with him, with I think, more in store, and they went a different direction, man.
Well, hey, Rick.
I'm not feeling the strength and the force that I felt last year.
All right, yeah, we'll leave it there. I thought keep Tibbs. He didn't. We used to argue about that. All right, appreciate you, Rick. Thank you so
I said
much.
He would get fired. I wasn't shocked. Not at all.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rick.
No doubt. All right, on the way, last call, Rob. Already there, 877-99 on Fox. Last call, 877-99 on Fox. Your chance to get in with the Odd Couple. Hit us up. It's Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Draymond had some stuff to say about a former teammate of his, which was Kevin Durant. Break
That's
it down
right.
for us.
KD's alleged burner accounts were all the rage this week coming out of All-Star break. Quick recap, some of the things that he allegedly said, called Russell Westbrook a triple-double cocaine bear, compared Devin Booker and Frank Vogel to Stalin and Hitler. And the most damning quotes were about
a little crazy.
His alleged current teammate, Jabari Smith Jr., a low-key, rudimentary individual. And Alperen Şengün cannot shoot or defend. So Draymond Green weighed in on this whole situation on his own podcast, dropped today. Take a listen.
I personally would address it publicly if it's a public thing and it's taken on the life that it's taken. But to each his own. But I'll tell you what, if it is, I don't know how you walk back into practice. Walking back into practice after the break, almost you walk into the locker room, it probably feel like a Key and Peele sketch. A little awkward, like, what do you do? What's up, bro? I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, these are alleged. It's alleged to be KD's burner account. Maybe one day we'll know the truth. Maybe we already know the truth.
Draymond kills me. How do you walk back in the locker room after you sucker punch one of your teammates?
I'm sitting here. You knew that's where I was
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This guy's on a burner thing, and you go sit there, you sucker punched like a guy
hard
who you were a mentor to, a younger guy in the league that you did that to, a teammate. And how did you look at your other teammates in the face and the other young guys?
Dude,
guys kill me, man. Where's the pushback on that podcast? Guys, I'm going to tell you, I don't care. Gray beard, no gray beard. Stop listening to those podcasts. Stop. unless they put somebody on there that's going to push back and call Draymond out and say, how did you, Draymond, you saying that, how did you go back in the locker room after you sucker punched?
Do you want to go down the list of stuff?
Yeah.
How did you, when you walked away from your team during the game, you went to the locker room and didn't come back?
How did you do that when you told the guy who won back-to-back Finals MVPs that you don't need him and he's the B word on national television? How did you walk back in the locker room with that after that?
Dude.
Come on, man. These guys are phonies.
I'm
frauds,
blown away at
ridiculous.
that. I'm blown away at that because, again, it wasn't like a little scrum and it was an NBA punch to Jordan Poole.
No.
You know what I mean? Like all right, back up off.
It was practice.
You practice and you Hadouken. You sucker punched the mess out of him. 5 inches shorter and probably 50 pounds lighter and 12 years younger or whatever.
Right.
Man, you got to relax on this. First of all, it's alleged. Secondly, if it was true, I think this, Rob, KD has been known. We know he loves Twitter. He put out there, I'm on Threads with a burner account, find me. We know he does these things. I think actually if it were to be true, it makes him look stupid and juvenile, and that his teammates actually will be like, ain't nobody thinking about him. Like, I'm out here to win. Let's go win. And that was stupid. That was juvenile. Meaning you can just kind of be like, I don't got to rock with him, but I'm going to try to win these games with him. And that's the difference between that and sucker punching somebody.
No,
like that. That's completely different. I don't have to like that he said it, and we can have a little moment. Hey, man, I will, watch how you talking about me, bro. And then we can get back. All right, man, I was just wilding. Okay, I was on the burner. I was having fun. All right, whatever. And you can move past that. I'm not saying you're besties, but the idea that, like, that's the worst thing ever on an alleged burner account where he didn't even say it with his chest. If he did, he put it on a burner account versus you sucker punching, versus you leaving the bench and not coming back, versus you cussing Katie out and other players out. I just find that you talk about the pot calling the kettle black?
I know. It's mind-boggling, and he says it with so much conviction. And I don't know how you can go back. I don't know how you could go back in the locker room and face your teammate. Really,
dude? I'm not saying this is not optimal,
really?
But
okay.
Somebody saying Şengün can't shoot. What was it, Rob G? He can't shoot and can't defend. Okay. Obviously, he said something disparaging about Swift. What's his name again? I'm looking at him right now as they're playing the Rockets.
Jabari
Smith Jr. He called him a word we cannot say, but like to me, it's more of an indictment on him versus them. Like, you know what I mean? How juvenile are you that you're spending your time on a burner account putting out stupid things about your teammates? That makes you look bad, in my opinion. Or I wouldn't be so flabbergasted that I can never be around you again. It's just I would look at KD and like, man, you ain't grew up yet. You ain't had enough yet? Man, anyway, check the ball. Let's go. Let's play. Like, that's how I would view. I'm not going to be like, I can't be in the locker room with this guy because he didn't. To me, Rob, you and I sit here every day for hours. You've shared some things with me. I've shared some things with you, family things and all. If you were on account, Kelvin's family member X is blah, 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 blah. He had to go see a therapist or something because that would hurt me. I sat here, I chopped it up with you trust.
Right.
If you just said, boy, Kelvin sure can't pronounce Monty's last name, I'd be like, all right, like. Oh, boy. It must be a Magic City Monday. It must be the last block, and it must be Mary Mac on the ones and twos. It's the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by Free Road Hazard Protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com. You know that it is the way tire buying should be. Rob, it is time now for Last Call. Go! Last call. Who we got?
Andre.
Oh, snaps.
In Massachusetts. You are the last caller here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Andre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, I realize it's a Magic City Monday, but here in the Commonwealth, it's a make it stop snowing Monday because we got more snow than the blizzard of '78.
Is that right? How many inches you got there? How many inches?
Oh, you got to hurry up and get to the snow. You got to hurry up.
Yeah, about 24 inches on the tape, but across the Commonwealth.
24 inches?
Yeah, with the wind.
That's what Rob G told you at the 30. You weren't trying to hear him.
It ain't that. 24.
Rob G, didn't you tell him 30 inches? Who said Mary did? I'm sorry, Mary mentioned that, and you thought she was crazy.
Yeah, out in New Bedford and going towards Providence, they got well over 30 inches. It eclipsed the blizzard of '78. So yeah, I'm in the darkness here, but we're still checking in with the.
You want to reconsider? You want to do a Zoom, Rob?
yeah, go ahead and zoom in. But we're holding it down, and hopefully they get the power back on tomorrow. Pat Riley, listen, I'm glad you got your statue. All right.
I just got one question: is the snow white or black there? That's what I want to know.
Oh gosh.
I believe it's still white, But once I get out there, and I might have to bulldoze some of it, so I can get back out and be part of civilization, so some of it will turn black. But Pat Riley, listen, if you could have, then you would have, right? You had your 4 opportunities. You squandered away the finals against the Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
Ray Allen gifted you one, on that three-pointer. The San Antonio Spurs were going to take you the first time, and then they mollywalked you the second time. All right, so you went 2 for 4, but it really could have been 1 for 3 in terms of your championship. So that group, it had the potential for 4, 5, 6, 7, but they didn't materialize like they did, like they could have. And LeBron took his talents back to Cleveland. So it was underwhelming in terms of their place in the all-time great team. Thanks for taking the call.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Dre.
From the Commonwealth.
Stay warm,
30 inches. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Can you believe you spent so many years of your life
in Connecticut?
Just all East Coast, Cincinnati, Detroit, New York, all that. That's why we get out here, it's hard to leave, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
76 degrees, 77, nothing but sunshine. It's about to be 80s the rest of the week. It's hard to leave that when you get out here.
No doubt about it. I mean,
but you have fun in Syracuse. Remember, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids. I'm going to Syracuse in the winter.
You're going to be in there with attitude, like, all right, kids.
I got my gloves packed, my hat, my coat, all of that to go to Syracuse for a couple of days. But Newhouse, an opportunity to speak to the students at Newhouse, I just could not pass up. So I'm going to go there.
You also didn't know it was going to be 5 feet of snow.
Yeah, but not there. They had 2 inches there.
All right, well.
It's down south. It's down towards New York.
Sure. It's early.
And I'm not going there. If it was 30 inches, the flight would be canceled. It's not canceled.
That's true. Just make sure. When the last time you checked?
I checked. My flight's not canceled.
Okay. You have some safe travels, my friend.
Yes, we'll
have
see
a great
you in a few
time.
days.
See you in a few. We'll have a great time the next couple of days as well.
Right. Enjoy it.
That's right, man. Bring a shovel.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?